the big cams, my favorite page of them all. So, previously on Emoris, having wandered through the desert with your begrudging dwarf pal Beggett, you entered the small, forgotten town of Big Daki. Upon arriving there, you met with Beggett's old friend Mazor, who is the Kaeta, or essentially like a sheriff of the town. While you were being interviewed about your previous adventure with Asaf Vija, Mazor sent his 2 officers under him, the Tarket officers, to investigate the pit that your Slavers Arena had fallen into. As this was happening, you heard a deathly, horrifying scream from a few alleys down, and when you rushed out there, you found a body of a woman that was mutilated and torn apart, seemingly attacked by some sort of creature. Upon finding this, Mazor asked you to help investigate the death with him in exchange for a grand total of 155 gold pieces, which was an important sum, considering your money is all gone. It's stolen. Upon investigating the murder, you found that the town has been under a strict curfew due from attacks from these creatures that are assumed to be some sort of beast. And these attacks all happen at night. You found that the woman's name was Nira. You talked around the town, around a couple of different places, and you decided to set a trap for this beast using a goat that you were given.
Daniel.
Whose name is Daniel. And upon springing the trap, Daniel ran off, but you captured the beast, which is something. You discovered it to be a werewolf.
Not for long.
This is true. You discovered it to be a werewolf, and in your fight, Mazor was bitten. And he took a few of you home to deal with the wound and explain a couple of things while you were there. While most of you were away, the 2 non-magic users ended up looking after the captured wolf and being attacked by 2 more of them, upon which they swiftly defeated, at the cost of Elakian being infected with the lycanthropy disease. The group later returned, and Mazor handed you the diary of his father, Kaeta Brangek, which revealed a large amount of information, including the name and the location of the main culprit behind the lycanthropy attacks. You decided to sleep in the Tarket office while Mazor went back home, and you awoke feeling relatively refreshed. Alakin, you're probably a little bit sore. And that is where we left off. So as we pick up our adventure, you are all standing around in the Tarket office. The warm glow of the morning sun is sort of peeking through the wooden boards that are nailed over the windows on the inside. As it shines through, it picks up little specks of dust that float in the air, and it illuminates the sort of mangy, dirty wooden planks that are resting on the floor. As we stand around, people are starting to walk around outside, and you can hear, little mutters of conversation and footfalls. The bodies of the previous werewolves are still in the back cell room. So what would everyone like to do?
I guess. So what's our plan for today? We're going down that well, or are we just going to? I don't know.
I think what we should do first is talk to Mazor and see about getting the payment for services rendered, and talk about a little bit more of a raise, so to speak, for if we decide to go wipe out this lycanthropy problem that the town seems to have.
Smart plan, honestly.
Yeah,
It's not nearly enough.
I know I'm sounding like a broken bard here, but no offense free. Yeah, we got to find Daniel too. At least make sure he's safe, alive.
We promised we would
Why
help
do you
with
let this
that.
goat
We
so
will.
much? It's just an animal. It's just running around. I'm sure it's fine.
I know, but it's kind of our responsibility to get him back where he needs to go.
Animals are living beings too.
Hey,
You
but
can't just let them out there. all alone?
Fine, I'll help you find the goat. Me and you.
Thank you.
We
Yeah, I
also
can wait.
have the potential of clues at their houses that we could look into. If
That as well, yeah.
Isabel, if you'd like to go hunting later, I could go with you.
Not,
Maybe we can
not
find
now.
another bear.
Perhaps just not right now. Not right now, love. What was the woman's name that was a werewolf? That wasn't the two officers.
I don't believe you caught the name. Oh no, I'm sorry, you did.
No.
Her name was Catherine.
Yeah, we
I
did.
believe.
It was what?
I think it was Catherine. Was her name?
Yes. Well. We'll need wait. We can go off looking for the goat and try to find where this Catherine lived and search her home. See if there's anything in there.
All right, we're splitting up
Then-
again.
it's
Aye,
safe
well.
time, it should be relatively safe.
Alright, and if you encounter any werewolves, run back to the target office, I guess, and
Okay.
all up in here. Yeah.
So
Right,
who's
what
on
is
the-
the plan?
Who's on Team Goat?
I will be
I
on
promised
Team
I
Goat.
would help.
Team Goat.
Wait, does that just leave Alacane?
I can
Like,
search the town for
or like,
places.
yeah. Do it help us find the goat there, Elakine.
I'm good. You guys have fun with the goat. I would go see if I can find Mazor.
Okay, so the four of you are gonna go and try and find the goat, and one of you is gonna go find
Yeah.
Azor.
Yes.
Cool. I guess we will.
Before you go, which direction was his house in? Instead of just wandering aimlessly around the town trying to find it.
I'll bring Alekian to Mazor.
Okay. So are you gonna go and bring him to Mazor's and then split off and join the rest of the goat group, or are you gonna just go straight with Alakian and hang out with him?
I guess we'll just go hang out with him.
Okay. Let's
At that point,
start
I'll be-
then. We'll go do Daniel first. So,
Daniel
Alright.
first.
what are you guys doing to try and locate Daniel?
Before we leave, as I watch Alakian and Free leave, I'll turn to Wade and go, you call him Elakane, but she called him Alakian. Which one's right?
I think it's Alacane.
Elakane. Alright, yeah, it sounds better, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, I've never actually heard Alakian before.
Yeah, it's weird, right?
Do I hear this conversation going on? Is this before I've left?
No, this is after you
This
left.
is after you
Okay.
left. This is after
Alright.
you left. Like,
Alekin just rolls off the tongue better.
aye, Elakane. It's just a good name now. Well, Sarah, you can follow tracks, right?
I do a fair job of doing it. The best way is to start the last place. Maybe he was.
Yeah. That's kind of funny because, last place we saw him was kind of near Mazor's house, so we probably should have went with them, but I guess it's no big deal.
Oh, it's just like when you walk in someone and they go to one way, and you're like, oh, I'm headed home, and then you end up you're going the same way for
Yeah.
like 5 minutes. Well, to Mazor's house or to the alley by Mazor's house.
Right?
Yeah, Free and Alakian, as you walk along, you look around here and there and just, observe the town. You do notice about 5 minutes into your walk, just looking around, the three of them are behind you about 60 feet, walking in the same direction.
Oh. I see.
Are you guys lost too?
No, it's just the goat was not seen near the house, so we're headed that way. Same as you.
Alright. Cool, I guess.
I'm gonna take this time to look at the tracks that Free is making, so I can tell the difference.
Ooh, smart.
Yeah, make a perception check. Or make a nature check, actually, because it's more...
I
it's
kind of
more
want
placed
to
your strengths.
Hey, what are you doing there, Thyra?
I'm making sure I don't confuse the tiefling with the goat.
That's a good idea. I needed an excuse to roll for it. Can I roll for it too?
Yes, you can also roll for it.
Isabel will look at the hooves, be like, "I didn't there are hooves."
What was the roll again?
I got a 12.
Was it nature? Okay, so
Yeah,
that
nature.
is a 16.
Yeah, it's a little bit hard to tell for you, Thyra. You haven't been focusing too much on Daniel compared to Wade has been. Wade, you get the sense that Free's footfalls, not only they're a little bit bigger, but also with the way that Daniel runs, he's got 4 hooves and Free only has 2, so it's more like a walk compared to a longer, running track.
Yeah, that's a smart idea, Thyra. Yeah, because if you see here, Frees are bigger. She also only has 2 hooves. Daniel's got 4. Plus, if you look close, Frees have a little bit more of a gap in between the 2 toes.
It's always good to know.
Very good, Wade. 4 is more than 2.
Hmm.
I will pat him on the back.
Thank you. How do you say 4 in Elven?
I swear to God.
That's payback for what you just did, man.
Fuck it. I'm just gonna look at him and go, Eleth.
God.
I'm pretty sure you said that's how you say goat.
It's go and it's how to say 4. They say 4 as well.
Isabel, make a
That's a
deception check
weird
for me.
language.
Okay. Oh my God, that's a 24.
Holy
And
shit!
if my insight, could I even pass a 24? Let's see. No, I couldn't. I could only get a
Probably
21.
not.
Yeah, wait, you hear in the back of your head the voice return. It says, "Now, I don't know Elvish. I mean, it could well be that words do overlap like that. I mean, she's a little bit mean at times, but I believe that maybe she's telling the truth on this one."
Yes, I guess it's
I'm
just a
gonna
weird
keep
language.
My mouth shut.
Am I around this? Am I close enough? That's what I wanted to ask here.
At this point, the group would have caught up to each other, I imagine.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, hearing all of this, I'm gonna turn around, scowl at Isabel,
I should just go,
look at Wade, and just be like, "Shitiri," and then continue walking.
Did you say what 4 was, or did you say she's teasing? Sorry.
No, Shitiri, as in like that's how you say it. I'm just
TD. Yeah, she TD to you too, Alkane.
see, that means go fuck yourself and everything.
Oh shit.
no. It
You
means
said to me-
4.
Don't listen to him. Listen to him. I'm your teacher.
Alakim, make a
Trust me.
persuasion check.
Can I make a deception check as well again?
Sure.
Yay!
Natural
I feel
1.
Oh jeez.
16.
Yeah, yeah, the voice says, I mean, listen, I like Elkane as much as you do, but I gotta give it to Izzy there. She's a pretty convincing individual. I don't think she's lied to us yet, so...
I hope they don't do so much damage when I actually try to teach him to sit him down with, like, books and be like, this is how you read and speak Elven, because...
Yeah, you know what? Alkane has called me a lot of bad things before, so I wouldn't be surprised if he told me to go fuck myself.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Kev rolled a 7 on his insight, so...
I should have.
Oh, I love that you can do that.
I love that they're both so gullible.
Well, yeah. Let's go find Daniel. It is Elith Hooves.
Hey, it's Eleth. It's because it's goats have 4 hooves. That's why it's the same thing.
Yeah. An Elith with Elith Hooves.
Yes.
All right.
Wait, do you mean 4 or goat? Because I could see either of them working in that sentence.
Yeah, both were in there. The
Oh,
first
you
one
intended
was
for that?
yeah.
Oh man, look at you. So it takes a little bit of time to get to the same place that you were at before. I'll say it takes, from the start of you walking, probably 15 minutes to get to the place where you last saw Daniel, which was the pile of food that you had set the night before. There are still, little bits of corn and grains here and there that have just been scattered that you didn't pick up. No one's really touched it since then. As you approach, it is there. It's the morning sun is warm. It's a little bit hotter today. And as you come in, the sand has sort of been disturbed a little bit, but the tracks that were there are still, sort of fresh.
Well, it looks like this is where our ways part there, Helicane Free. It's the last known location.
Of the little Ellis.
Yep.
Um,
I was gonna look at Wade and just be like, "Get back," and then give him a wink and bardic inspiration.
Oh.
Thanks, Free. All right.
I'm gonna first take a look around the immediate area to see if I see the goat.
Okay. So just make a general perception check to start off with.
Natural 1.
Ooh.
Little sand in your eye there.
Yeah, as you look around, the wind is starting to pick up a little bit. It's funneling through the streets quite narrowly, while some of it is being taken into the holes in the walls of houses and other buildings. There is just a little bit of wind that goes, picks up like just a tiny grain of sand that goes right into the one eye. And you go to like get it out, and like it's really hard to get it out because it's just like 1 or 2 grains of sand, and you don't really see anything. You're now sort of itching your eye trying to get it back to normal, but you don't see any goat around.
Can I start to follow the tracks?
Yeah, go ahead and make a nature check. Or this is let's be survival. Survival's
Yeah,
probably
survi-
better.
tracking it. I'll help him.
Okay, so you can roll with
Okay,
advantage.
great. I rolled 2 5s.
5
Ooh.
total or 5 on the die?
So, 5 on the die, so 8.
Yeah. You start to
I should. It doesn't matter.
follow the tracks around. It takes you the better part of 20 minutes to follow these tracks through the town. And then they go through all sorts of places. They go through alleys. There's one point where they actually go into like a smaller cafe building and out the side door as well. And as you follow them around, you eventually come to a place that looks sort of familiar. As you walk up to it, you see a small house that looks okay. It's in pretty good condition, with a window on the one side. It's quite narrow and tall. It's got an extra floor on top, and the tracks just lead right up to the door.
Was this the place we got him from?
Syra, you look and you see a familiar visage of Mazor's house. You get the sense that Wade might have crossed paths with Freeze tracks at some point and just followed them all the way back to where you are now.
Saw that one coming.
I will turn to Wade and go, I think he's here, love. I honestly don't think he's here.
Oh, it seemed like the tracks led right here.
I'm gonna knock on the door.
Yeah, you knock on the door. In this time, Free and Alakin, you would have already been there, so we'll get to the rest of you first. So as you come up, maybe five-ish minutes into, a little after 5 minutes into the other team's journey, you arrive at Mazor's house.
Knock on the door.
Sure. There is a sense of motion inside as someone comes down the stairs, and the door opens, and you see a half-orc male, not Mazor, but a different male, sort of in his like mid to late 50s. He's a little bit taller than Mazor is. You would recognize him because he directed Isabel and the rest of you to the bakery, Poised Pastries. So you recognize this man. He says, "Hi, can I help you?"
Yes. It's looking for Mazor. Is he in by chance?
Oh no, he actually left already. He was going to, I think, put up some wanted posters or some missing posters or something like that.
Okay.
Oh, all right.
Can you point me in the general direction where I might be able to find him?
Yeah, sure. He steps out and points you down the street, not the direction that you came from, but slightly off, down one end. If you can't find him down there, then I guess go to the Tarket office and maybe he'll be there.
All right, awesome, cool. I appreciate it. I extend my hand to be like, I didn't catch your name. What was it again?
Oh, my name's Kezos. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. I'm Perkus. And then I turn to Free. It's like, all right, well, I guess we got information we needed, so guess let's go see if we can find Mr. Mazol.
I
And then
suppose
turn
so.
around. And then I start heading off.
Sure. So you start heading off. Maybe like 10 minutes later, there is a knock at the same door, and the familiar man runs downstairs, opens the door. Hi, can I help you?
Hey, have you seen a goat?
No, I have not seen a goat. Nice to see you again.
Yeah.
I'll wave.
Hi.
I don't think we've had to put.
No, I have not seen a goat.
Perchance was it a pretty tiefling by with an elf earlier?
Yeah, your friend actually stopped by. They were looking for Mazor. I assume you're looking for the same thing, unless you want this goat.
We're
issue.
not looking for a goat.
Oh, well, I'm afraid I can't help you with the goat. No, I haven't seen one.
Well, you see, there's the prints right here that lead right up to your door. So I have a feeling you might know something about the goat.
Make an intimidation check.
Okay.
The friendliest intimidation ever.
15.
Oh god.
Yeah, you watch as his face takes a step back a second. Face kind of like slackens. He goes, "I'm sorry, I haven't seen a goat anywhere. If I had, I would tell you."
Insight check.
Make an insight check.
This man's a goat murderer. 9.
Oh.
I hate all my dice. I'm throwing them all away.
You know what? It's hard to read. I mean, I guess he might be telling the truth, but man, the tracks are right there.
Mazor is going to be so disappointed in you when he finds out you're keeping this goat for him.
I don't have a goat, I promise. You want to come in and check?
In fact,
Not
I
you.
do.
And she says to Isabel, "Not you," and like puts her hand out.
That's entirely understandable. Wait, it's Freeze. Who's?
Can I take a look at the hooves again?
Yep. Let's take a look down.
Please fuck up. Please
Okay,
fail.
here we go. 17.
Oh.
Yeah, they look a little bit different from Daniel's prints. It's a little bit.
They're the hooves I was looking at earlier of Freeze when I
Yeah.
rolled earlier.
You get the sense, yep.
Do you want me to try and track him this time?
Yeah, that might be a good idea. I am so sorry, sir. What was your name? We never caught it last night.
My name is Kezos. It's fine. It's fine.
I'm so sorry, Kezos. Shoot. I feel really bad about this one.
We're sorry, two of us. It's been a bother to you. Oh
No,
wow,
it's-
that
it's
totally
fine.
changed.
That would
Bye.
wait.
Sorry to be
I
a bother
wanted-
to you.
Well,
Oh
help
my
me,
God.
folks.
I just
You said
put
it was
the
gonna
outfit
happen.
and then went, wait,
Y'all
I
want some
know.
sweet tea?
It's the hat. It's the hat that's done it. That's all.
I am. I'm gonna use my wand and I'm gonna make him some flowers to apologize for accusing him of hiding things.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he takes the flowers and looks at them and sort of holds them a little bit closer than the rest of them. He says, "Oh, thank you. That's so nice. What's your name?"
Thyra.
Thyra. It's a pleasure to meet you, dear. He puts his hand out.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
I'm
just you see
Elizabeth,
this
by the way.
this goat is just very he's a war hero is all. He just last night he was helping us to catch him. We got to return him, so you know, that's all. I just wanted to make sure I found him.
Yeah, he
So-
looks at you and says, I know, I can tell that he means a lot to you. Are you sure he's just a war hero to you?"
I mean, he's more than a war hero. He's a friend.
I can tell. It's fine, really. I don't mind your persistence here. It's I get it. I do. It's fine.
All right. Well, have a good day there.
Yeah, you too. It was nice meeting you, Miss Thyra.
Just nodded my head.
He's trying to reload the accent.
Yeah, you see him. He waits for you all to step back, and when you do, he like clutches the flowers a little bit close and gives it a smile and closes the door.
I don't think he likes me very much.
Yeah, he didn't even say bye to you.
Yeah, well, I did try to rob him earlier tonight, so.
Oh yeah, that. I thought you just took that to bandage the wound. You know.
No, I was taking it to drink it.
Oh.
Usually, if you try to steal from someone, they don't tend to let you back into their home.
You'd be surprised, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, one time, me and buddy Kev, we stole crawdads from this old man's house. And, you know, afterward, he was actually pretty cool with it after a little bit and working at his place and stuff, making up for it.
You hear the voice come back in your head again. I worked, mostly. You slacked off a little bit, but sure, you can tell him that we both worked.
Yeah, but who provided the encouragement when you were working so hard? Who was there being like, hey, you're doing so good, keeping your motivation up?
I think the question is who got us into that mess in the first place. That man's old and mean.
You didn't have to eat the crawdads.
You didn't have
That's
to kill
on
the
you.
crawdads.
You could have hit him better, and it would have been fine.
I was under pressure. He was coming. You told me to get rid of him. I didn't know what to do.
Well, it's old news now.
I'm still mad about it.
Oh man.
Did we notice him just kind of blank out for a second?
Probably. That would seem like a longer conversation.
Yeah. I'm gonna
It
wave
sounds
my
like
hand
a
in
good
his
friend
face.
to have, getting into some shenanigans together. But you kind of went a little blank. Is everything okay?
Oh, yeah. I was just thinking about it, it's all. Been a while since I've seen him.
That's too bad to hear. Is he, or is he just like not here, like back home or something like that?
Yeah. He is back home.
Oh, perhaps we could head down there.
Over shaking his head.
Yeah, I'll just. Well, then perhaps after all this, we could head down and meet him. That'd be interesting, I think. Meet the person who you grew up with.
Yeah. He travels a lot, so he might not be there, but yeah, we could do that.
All right. I'm looking forward to meeting
I don't have a lot of friends. I grew up with a couple of sisters, though.
Oh. I never had a sister. Sounds
Yeah.
nice.
I didn't have
There's
friends.
something else.
But the goat,
Daniel.
right? Aye, Daniel.
I-
Daniel.
Hi, the goat.
Good old Danny boy.
Should we go back and try again?
I don't see what I not.
How are you at following tracks, Izzy?
My skills involve cheating people out of their money, not really following tracks. Look up in the city.
Maybe you could convince the goat to come back.
How would I do that?
I don't know. Get down on y'all fours and here, goaty. Here, Daniel.
I'll leave that
Okay.
to you.
Okay.
I heard that they're attracted to the mating calls of their opposite gender. Maybe she could do that.
Do you know how to make a goat mating call? I
No,
imagine
mate.
it's something like, but it could be a number of things. I'm not really sure.
Wait, look at me in the eyes. I am never going to go on all fours and say, here, goatee, or scream in an attempt to get the goat to want to have sex with me. Alright?
I wish we had fan
Fair enough.
artists, because that would be such a good moment. I want to see it so bad.
Isabel or Wade on all fours?
Both.
Just screaming. Just the both of them. Ah!
I've got a project for this week now.
Oh, shit.
All right.
Oh god.
My brother said all this talk of goat makes him want some goat stew.
Goat meat's really good.
no.
I've been craving goat. I've been craving goat. Since
I want some
Daniel
goat
showed up.
cheese. Can I have some goat cheese?
Oh, lily crap.
Oh.
Yeah,
If you wish to get in on all fours, I'll leave that to you.
Nah, I'll just call out to him. It's fine. Maybe when he's around, though, when we see him finally, maybe if we get on all fours, it'll scare him a little less. You know, get on his level.
Alright.
Oh, that tends to work a little bit.
it's about this time that you make it back to your original post of tracking. Yeah, you are there now.
Yep, I'm gonna try and track the hooves.
Okay, as Wade has already tried this, in doing so, some of the tracks have been disturbed, so I'll let you roll at disadvantage, or someone can help you, and you can have a straight roll.
Wade, help.
Okay, yeah, let's try this again. All right.
Alright.
You know which tracks not to follow now.
14 plus 6, dirty 20.
Okay, sure, yeah. You start following the tracks, and within maybe 30 minutes, you find where they end. As you are going along, you start to see where Wade has mistook where the tracks have changed over. And you follow it through a lot of the similar alleyways. There's a point where they branch off, and you keep following them, and it brings you to the edge of town. And as you reach the edge of it, you can see that the tracks start to just wander off into the desert some way. From what you can tell, Daniel is no longer in the town. He is long gone.
Wait, how far do you want to track? Are you willing to go for this goat?
I don't know.
Are
Why'd
we
it have
near
to be so difficult?
Are we near the farm right now?
No, you're actually on the opposite side of town.
Oh, fuck. That goat's lost his shit.
It seems,
Yeah.
based on your general knowledge of the farm being in the northeastern part, you seem to be looking down into the south. And after you've seen Alakian's map, you get the sense that down south is more into the country of Gazeri, which is mostly desert. Daniel appears to have gone straight down. You don't know what's down there, but you can assume it's mostly a desert country. There are
It
little
seemed
bits of
like
forest
the
here and there, but-
tracks were starting to become more clear, fresh. Like we might not be that far from him. Any signs of like fresh urine or freshly eaten grass,
Make an
Any-
investigation.
Grass in a desert.
dry grass.
Dry grass.
Yeah, there's brush grass.
Oh, you said
Come
perception?
on.
Investigation.
Investigation. Okay, let's see. What do
Oh
I
yeah,
got?
Wade's great at those.
Yeah, that's a 10.
Yeah, you get down on all fours and start to investigate the areas around the tracks. You go and grab like a little bit of grass that appears to have been munched on, and as you bring it up to your face and look at it, a very strong smell of urine starts to itch the back of your nose. It's not fresh. You get the sense that he's been gone for a fair amount of hours, but you do get the sense that he's not in the town, and yeah, he's away.
I'm gonna walk up and put my hand on Wade. Maybe we can keep an eye out when we have to go out into the desert again.
Yeah, maybe he'll come back.
He seemed a very resourceful goat. I'm sure we'll find him eventually. I mean, we did pay for him,
Yeah.
so it's not like we have to return him.
I was kind of hoping it was more of a rental situation. That was my last piece of gold.
Well, we should be getting paid soon, hopefully,
Right.
for catching
Okay.
the werewolves.
How about this? After we finish this this contract, we can buy you a new goat.
And name him Daniel. Daniel 2.
Daniel
too.
2.0.
Daniel too.
It won't be the same.
Won't be the same.
Yeah, Wade, you hear the voice come back in the back of your head. It just says, "Hey man, I know it's hard losing a goat, but you know it's gonna be fine. I'm sure he's fine. I don't know what's out there, but he seems pretty resilient. Hey, you remember Gumby, that goat from that farm that we took one time?
Yeah, Gumby. He was the one with that slack jaw, right?
Yeah, all gums. That's why they called him Gumby, right?
Right. Okay.
I mean, we saved him. He lived a long and good life. Is he still there?
Oh
Okay,
man,
Joe.
I don't know. I think they eat those goats. That farm.
Yeah. You know, I had a better message in my head than how I'm feeling now. Point is, you know, it'll be fine. Think of the good things. I'm sure he's fine.
And Wade, getting that close to you, not wearing my cloak because I didn't pick it up. You can see
Oh, I still have
Thyra's wearing a necklace that you couldn't see because it was under her cloak before.
Okay, what's it look like?
Do you want to investigate it?
I kind of do.
You gonna get all up in my breasticles?
I was kind of thinking like, yeah, that might be a little awkward, but yeah.
He's going for it.
I mean,
yeah.
I was just reading what your shirt said. No, I'm just kidding. Do I have to roll
Well,
anything?
without getting like all up on it, you see that it's just a gold bear with my flowers just as the links around, and you can tell that something is written on there. In Orcish, you can't read it.
Okay.
Do I see just Wade staring at Thyra's breasts?
Does she see Wade staring at Thyra's breasts?
I don't know.
What's your passive?
How
aggressive,
obvious
though?
are you being, I think, is the question here.
It's a
I
lot.
mean, I'm staring at the necklace, so I don't know.
But I mean, like with his height, to see the necklace, he's probably like face in. How tall are you? Like 2 feet
5'10".
shorter than me? Yeah.
Ish, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you see Wade like look around. He's not making it obvious, but you get the sense that something's catching his eye.
All right, kind of quietly to myself, I'll just be like, "All right, he's good taste in ladies. Can you expect that? Can you expect that, man?"
Hey, I just realized, Thyra, I'm still wearing your bear cape thing.
Hi.
It's very nice. It's a little warm now, though. Do you want it back?
Sure.
Here you go. Take it off.
Done.
Give it to her.
Put it back on. Make sure everything is all in place.
All right, so y'all think we should deal with this werewolf situation?
Oops.
I'm not the one who did it. So proud of myself.
I wouldn't mind helping these people. It means more will live.
Hey, it's not easy to lead these people to death if we can do something about it, and make a little bit of coin as well.
Yeah, I think on our travels we should keep our eyes out though for Daniel. You never know.
I promise you that I'll keep an eye out for that one goat.
All right.
Because he looks any different than any other goat.
Yeah,
What about
that was.
Can I go to the pet store
Daniel
and
has
just find
the
a
bell
goat that
that
looks
you-
exactly?
that you took
He
to
does have the
target?
bell.
Oh, that's right. He does have the bell.
He does have the bell.
Wait. Can I do one last perception check to see if I hear the bell?
Sure.
I want to use my bardic inspiration.
Okay.
How far away are we from, what was that, Daffodil Place? Is that what it was? Dandelion? What
Oh,
was
from
it?
the stump? The stump
Yeah.
is nearer to the Zimizang, so you're probably... Ooh, you're probably like 25 minutes away of a walk.
Is it a D6 or a D8?
D6.
D6.
Yeah, D6.
D8 it.
Ooh! Yes, okay. What's my perception? 3, okay. 21 plus 5, so 26.
Shit, dude.
Oh, God.
Sorry,
that is
guys.
a Thyra perception roll right there.
Oh, now I have to decide on whether I should do it because it's cool or whether I should not do it because it makes sense.
Do what you feel is best.
He took a
We
nap
believe-
and he's actually
we believe
closer
in
than
you.
they thought.
Yeah, you you take a listen out to see if you can hear the sound of a bell or a bar or anything like that. You don't hear anything goat related, but as you are standing there, you start to pick up on people's conversations like all around you, like Superman. You just can't turn it off. Like you hear like people talking as they walk along. You hear someone like snapping apart some bread and eating it. You hear some couple schmoozing off in a house down the road. You hear a lot, but no Daniel. But you feel exceptionally confident that if he were here, you would have heard him.
Okay. Yeah, he's gone. He's found greener pastures.
I don't think he has, honestly. I think he's found a lot of sand.
The grass is always greener on the other side.
I was trying to make myself feel better.
Sorry, I'm a bit of a pessimist. Is it not really noticed?
Yeah.
If we're gonna head back to the Tarketta, I have a quick errand to run. I can meet you guys back there.
What you gonna do?
I'm gonna go visit a friend.
Do you have a friend in this town?
Hey, did you just do your stuff yet?
Friend is a loose term, but
Alright.
y'all can come if you want.
Yeah, you think you're gonna need some backup?
I don't think there'll be trouble.
Hmm.
There
Well, it's up to you.
won't be trouble. And she looks pointedly at Isabel.
Hey, there won't be trouble. I guess I have to come with you now because now I'm curious.
Okay. Let's go.
See what
I will
trouble I can
start
cause.
I will start walking in the direction of the stump.
Okay, sure. So it'll take you about 25 minutes to get there. While we're doing that, let's zoom back in on Free and Alakian. After a little bit of traveling around, you do find Mazor. He is near the butcher shop that you both were at, trying to get meat for your trap the other day. He's actually got a stack of posters and like a big, like hair, so like a painting brush, but it's full of like horsehair, and like a pot of this loose like wallpaper paste looking thing, and he is, you know, grabbing one of these posters and smashing it against the wall, dipping the brush in and going to try and secure it to the wall.
I'm gonna go up and just tap him on the shoulder.
Yeah, he turns around, sees you both standing there. Hi.
Hi.
Nice to see you again. How was
Insight check. I'm just gonna look at him and be like, so do I recognize the face on the like missing persons poster or anything like that?
You do not recognize the face. What you see is a dwarven woman, sort of younger. Dwarves age weirdly. She looks to be in her like early 20s comparatively.
Mm-hmm.
She is. You can't make out like hair color or anything like that because it is a black and white sketch. But she's got shorter hair that goes down on the back in like two braids. The bottom part says missing, and it's got the name Brilvia Whitjaw.
Brilvia Whitjaw, is that what you said?
Yep, Brylvia Whit, Whit jaw.
Is this Baggett's daughter?
That's what I was gonna ask.
What a perceptive individual. Yes, it is.
Do I notice anything that says like reward or anything like that on there?
It says reward on location. It's like they're offering a reward if you bring her over.
Okay. I'll look at Mazor and be like, so, I take it pretty important person here then.
I mean, not particularly. I mean, important in the sense that she's Baggett's daughter and she's a missing person, but there's nothing that sets her apart from, you know, if anyone else were to go missing.
So, I have a question for you then.
Sure.
Have you met his daughter before, or have you just met Daggett?
Nope, I just met him. I don't even know what she looks like. This is an artist's interpretation.
With your gut instinct, do you think she's somehow involved in the issues you've got around here?
No, I know most of the people here. I haven't seen her ever. If she were here, I think I'd know about it mostly. So I don't think she's here. I'm putting these posters up just in case. Personally, she could be anywhere across the continent. Really, I don't know if she was abducted or if she left or what. So,
did Bigot happen to mention how long she's been missing for?
He said about a month and a half, 2 months.
Okay.
Could I have one of those posters in case we run across her in our travels?
Sure. He drops the pile and picks up one of them and starts folding it up into a smaller piece and just hands it to you.
Thank you.
No problem.
I'll keep an eye out.
Well, let him know if you find her.
How would we get in contact with him if we did?
I don't fucking know. That's up to you. Are you staying around?
I mean, probably not. But do you have, like, address we could send it to or anything? Or, like, a city?
Well, he owns a tavern in Bifla. I'm gonna look up the name of it right now. Yeah, he's the owner of the Bleak Bank Tavern. It's in Bifla, just north of here and a little bit to the west. I guess you could
Okay.
send something there. But
All
I mean,
right.
you're all magic users, right? So you can probably figure something out.
I mean, I suppose you're right. Well,
If she's gone voluntarily, we'll just mention miss to her. But if it's something more nefarious, at least we can send her on her way home after.
Sure, sounds good.
well, so I'm gonna be frank with you now. We didn't come to shoot the shit.
I figured.
got a couple questions for you.
Okay.
Pertaining to the issues that we have going on. Would you rather talk here or back at your office?
I think it's better away from prying eyes and ears. We don't know who is a friend, who's a wolf in sheep's clothing, as it were.
Well, then, you want to follow us back there and we can chat?
Sure, lead the way.
All right.
It takes you a little bit of time to get back there, but
How many posters does it look like he still has, like, in his...
he's got a stack maybe like this big. It's not. They don't have that
A lot.
many.
Okay.
But you know, he's been active. He's been putting them out for a while.
Okay. Yeah, I guess we'll just head that direction then.
Sure. It takes you a little bit of time, but eventually you do make it back to the Tarket office. The door opens up and there is no bell, but you make your way over to the left into the office area. The door is closed, and he sits down, leaning on the desk, like backwards. So, questions?
Yeah, so... Obviously, we've kind of done what we agreed to. Any way we could get payment for services rendered?
Make a persuasion check.
17.
Yeah, he looks you over for a minute, and you can see like a vague sort of frustration take his face for just a moment, and then it resides, and he says, "Well, I paid you to find the murderer of Nera, but although you haven't done that, I feel like it's probably a safe bet to understand that one of them fuckers did it. I don't think a confession is in line, so I suppose you are due for your payment. I'll wait till the rest of your
It'd also be
group
nice
are here."
just to afford some food.
Well, I mean, food ain't expensive or anything. I'm sure you have something.
Nope.
8 silver doesn't get very far.
Remember how we said that we had all of our money stolen by those slave trader pieces of shit before we got here?
Apparently
Or are you
not
still
8
not
silver.
believe us?
I believe you enough, but you'll have to understand, my 2 officers who went and checked out your location ended up being fucking werewolves, so I'm a little bit
That's
hesitant
fair.
to believe what they say to me.
Well, I tell you what, if you want to, after we get this whole situation sorted out, I'd be more than glad to take you to that location so you can see for yourself the strange happenings that have occurred around this area.
They gave me a description of what they saw. Matched up. They didn't miss out any details. I feel like the pit exists. I just don't know the specifics. I don't know how it fell in. I don't know what they took. I don't know who was there. Anything like that. But I think your story checks out for the most part. And on top of that, I've already alerted certain authorities to what has happened. So,
Well, I appreciate your consideration then.
sure. I'll wait till the rest of your group get here and then I'll pay out your money.
Okay, well, while we wait, I have one more favor to ask, if you don't mind.
Okay.
If we're gonna be hunting these werewolves, as you could see from our previous engagement, 2 of us are not very well equipped to handle these beasts. It was just by sheer luck that we were able to hold them off. last night whenever they
Right.
came to rescue the one here.
So you're telling me that through sheer luck, you and the big orc lady killed 2 more of these werewolves?
All right, fine. She did most of the work. I got maybe a couple slashes in with your short sword, but it was only because of that that I was able to even do jack shit. So what I'm getting at is one of two things. Can you either let me use your short sword for this time, or give me some kind of writ for like a discount to get one made from your local blacksmith out of silver so we can take care of this?
Yeah, make another persuasion check for me.
Let's say 21.
Yeah, he says, my sword is sentimental. I guess you could use it if you want to, but I like your other idea better. I'll write something to Jason and I'll see if he can give you a discount on a sword that he has, or maybe he can let you borrow one and return it afterwards. Just for you.
I appreciate it.
Well, think of it as repaying the favor to me of taking these some bitches out.
Of course. Yeah, they didn't seem like a real fun lot, shall we say.
Sure, not fun. Well,
So, did you know your coworkers well?
I mean,
Outside of obviously
sure.
working with them.
I knew who they were, what they liked, what they were like as a person. I mean,
Well,
apparently not well enough. So,
what I'm getting at is, did they seem like the type to be easily fooled, as in like they were tricked into something here, or do you think it was more of a firm belief that they had that the seeds that were sown into their minds, so to speak, were more than just assumptions?
here's what I'll say. Rith was smart. She was clever. She could hold herself. I don't think she would have been fooled into anything if she didn't want to be. Elman was a fucking idiot. He was dumb as a sack of fucking bricks. But they were close, and I feel if she dragged him into it, he would do anything, so I can't say what happened for sure. I don't have a confession from either of them since they're both dead. But
Of course.
I don't need one. Point is, they were here. They're not anymore.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I don't know. I'm just trying to get more of a firm grasp on the situation here. Whether it's not necessarily mind control, but misinformation / propaganda.
I don't know if it was mind control. I mean, I guess we'll find out, won't we? If we end up going to take care of this problem.
So you're coming with? We're not just going the 5 of us?
I mean, would you rather?
I would. I don't think an extra set of hands would be a bad thing necessarily.
Here's the thing. People are going to start noticing that my Tarket is gone. I only had them 2 officers, and, on top of that, I don't know how many people are involved in this, but that makes 3 less, so I think these attacks are going to start happening a little bit less often. I need to be here, taking care of the town, taking care of the people, but at the same time, I want to put an end to this myself.
I want to see it through to the end. I can respect that.
Maybe you're right. Maybe it is better if I stay here. We'll see. I'll think about it.
That's all I ask is consideration. I mean, like I said, it's just the 5 of us. Like, it's against possibly a whole horde of werewolves. Like, odds aren't very good. I mean,
Seem to handle yourself fine for now, but I mean, I guess we'll see.
yeah.
Is there anything else you wanted to talk about, or are you done?
Well, yeah, so I obviously can't do anything, but what were you planning on doing with those bodies that you've got in your jail cells back there?
I'll
Because
see
I
to
don't
them.
feel like that's good.
You leave that to me. I'll make sure they get a proper burial. Can't do nothing now they're dead. So,
Yeah. I mean, I feel like, personally, I don't feel like a proper burial is deserved necessarily, considering what they did. But, I mean, it is your town and it's your discretion, so
you're right. It is.
I had to voice my opinion. I mean, I know it ain't worth shit, because I ain't worth shit, but it's my 2
Because
cents.
someone is evil doesn't mean they don't deserve the respect after death. They still have people who love them, and they're at one point they still had a heart, and whether that was connected to them or their dark, whatever this is, cult, doesn't mean they deserve to be treated as less than human.
I don't know. Like, he just kind of shakes his head and just kind of looks off, just kind of daydreaming more or less now.
Well, I gotta finish putting these up. I'll be back here in an hour. I assume the rest of your party will too.
Yeah, they're looking for that stupid goat. I don't know if they had any luck or not, so
We'll handle
I
things.
figured our discussion was a little bit more pertinent than a goat.
Sure.
I
Well,
dare say that in front of Wade.
I'll see y'all then. I'm gonna go. So, bye. And he scoops up his
All right.
stuff and walks out.
Did he actually give me that thing to like take to the blacksmith?
No, he said he was gonna write it himself and deliver it.
Hey, before you go, Mazor, while you're finishing your errands, could you write me that thing real fast so I can go take that over to blacksmith so I can at least get it started if he's gonna have to forge it.
Make a persuasion check for me.
19 plus, where's my thing? 5, so 24.
Yeah, you're fine. He says, he stops halfway through and goes, right, sure. Turns around, pulls out some parchment and ink from the back closet, writes something very quickly, signs it, bundles it up and hands it to you.
Kind of do a half bow. Much obliged. Appreciate it.
And then he up and leaves. So
I'll kind of follow him out and head that direction too. To the blacksmith meeting.
Sure. So we'll get to that. In the meantime, back at the dandelion stump, you all arrive. The door is shut, but as you walk it up to the building, you see the familiar exterior.
I'm gonna turn around. Might be best if you guys wait down here a little bit.
What are we here for this? Like, what you doing? Like,
Yeah,
why?
should there be like a secret passcode if you need us to come get you or help?
If I pull out my axe, you'll know I need you.
Alright, we'll watch from the windows, I guess.
All right.
I'm gonna walk up to the door. I'm gonna knock.
Yeah. You hear the familiar voice come from inside. It's open.
I will walk in.
Yeah. As you walk in, you see Anderson is there, picking at his hole in where his teeth were. And as he sees you, he stops for a minute. No, not you. Get out. I don't want you here.
So you don't want this gold I was gonna bring you?
On
Okay.
second thoughts, you're more than welcome. Come on in. Emoris. It's very nice to see you again.
After Thyra goes inside, I will turn to Wade and go, but fuck this. And then I will use Mask of Many Faces to look like Catherine, I believe her name was.
Yep.
And then walk in after Thyra.
Yeah, Wade, you see the familiar, like, orangey goop, like, come over Isabel's face, and as it fades, it,
Do
she's
I
more
do I see the flowers I left him?
You do actually. They are in a vase on the desk, ordered quite neatly, surprisingly.
I see you liked my other gift as well.
Oh, I didn't know this was you. I thought it was a secret admirer. No, yeah, it was quite nice.
I figured we didn't have coin to give you. I was gonna give you a little something, but you pushed us out a little fast there.
Well, you can't blame me. I, thought something might be up with one of you spilling food in my face. So, oh yeah, it was. I think you'll understand me a little bit as to why I did that. But
I understand, but I just wanted to let you know that we appreciate the rooms you gave us and the time you took to put up with us. And I will give him my gold, my one gold, my only gold.
yeah, he grins.
I know it's not much, but it's all I've got at the moment.
Well,
I
that
can
is
get you some more
more
flowers
than
if
I
you
can
like.
ask for. Oh, please, yeah, go for it.
What kind of flower you want?
We don't really get many flowers here in town, so you know, whatever you feel like.
What kind of flower was this? The dandelion? Is that what it's called? The dandelion?
Yeah, it's called the dandelion
Or-
stump.
Alright, then I'm gonna make him a bouquet of dandelions that match. I don't even remember. Is he human? What is
He's
he?
half elf.
Okay, that kind of like goes with his look.
Okay, yeah. You conjure essentially a bunch of weeds, as dandelions are weeds. And as you look down on them, each one is
But they're gonna
missing
be
a
pretty.
space in the petals where you imagine his tooth might be. He takes them. And goes, oh, it's very kind. Thank you. Puts them down in the vase next to the other ones. Well, I'll tell you what. I don't like your friends, but you can come back anytime you want.
I appreciate it.
It's all right. Wait, before you go, yeah, he says, before you go, just, are you my secret admirer?
I left you them flowers, didn't I? And I'll give him a toothy, very tusky smile.
Yeah, you see his sleazy grin get ever more sleazy. He goes, right, well, come back anytime, then. Gives you a wink.
I'll hold you to that.
And
I was gonna rock that man's world.
During this conversation,
Bend
you
them
see...
into a pretzel.
Yeah. Like, you see the human lady who was a body just, a couple hours ago, walk in behind you through the door.
Oh, Nodred, nice to meet you. Wait,
You as well. Kind of trying to do
I
a voice that
recognize
she's not really
this
good
is
at.
the...
Make an insight check, Thyra. And Isabel,
Although
if you want to make a
she's
deception
seen
check,
me
you can.
turn into this thing before. I'm trying to remember what voice you did this character, and I cannot.
1923.
Yeah, it's Isabel. You know.
Yeah.
Have a good day. I'll
Uh,
pretend I don't know who she is.
you as well, and I'll walk up to the bar, to the innkeep. You know, excuse me, I'm a little turned around. Do you know how I get to my house? This is a terrible plan, I realize, but
Yeah, he cocks his head. No, I'm an innkeeper. I don't focus on other people's houses. If you want a room here, I'll give you a room, but I don't.
No, that's okay, and I'll just leave.
Oh, all right. Bye. Fucking weirdo.
All right. I'll go to Dawn and go. I was really hoping he knew her, but apparently not.
Well, so Thyra, the person you knew was the innkeeper?
Why, yes. I mean, we left in a hurry. I wasn't able to thank him properly. I wanted to make sure I was able to at least give him a little something for his trouble.
What are
Very
the
nice
odds
man.
that the town that we turn up next to is a town where you know an innkeeper?
Now I do. It's all about the connections you can make, not all the connections you know.
I'm a little confused.
That's nothing new.
But okay.
I wanted
I'll
to
just-
make sure we were back on good terms with him in case we needed his help again.
Okay. I gotcha.
I'll turn back into Isabel.
Yeah, you see the face turn into that deepish red orange and back up to the back of the spine.
Yeah.
You get used to it eventually. Don't worry about it.
That looks very yummy.
Why would you think that? Right, of all the things you could think for seeing that, you think, oh, just take a bite out of it.
Maybe you should give it a little
You-
taste next time, Thyra.
Oh,
Please.
I'm good.
I will bet you. I'll dare you. If you do it next time, I will. Next time I have a gold, I'm good for it.
I may be young, but I'm not stupid.
Oh, so do you
I'm
think
not
I'm gonna
gonna
do
lick
that?
her. I'm not gonna lick her orange goop.
Okay.
I'm glad you added the caveat at the end of that. Anyways,
I love how that to be clarified.
I like how when I'm sarcastic, you guys take me so seriously.
it's very hard to understand what you're saying. It's just like you're just very scary. So I'm just assuming everything you say is true. Otherwise,
Should I
You
walk
might-
around like this? And she hunches.
No,
don't
I think
that,
it's badass how tall you are.
It's not really the height. It's more of the mindless rage murder. Honestly.
I can see how that could be a little off-putting.
I guess back to the pocket office, or unless one of you has something else to do.
That was the only thing I wanted to take care of.
Alright.
Wait.
No, that's it. Now, when I get angry, Thyra, I find what helps is deep breaths in and out, in and out. You should
Keep that in
practice that.
mind, but I don't think it'll help. But thank you.
Right. Honestly, I'm not gonna imagine you angry at something. Like, this is not like a joke or an insult. I cannot imagine you mad at something. Like, ever.
I get mad at stuff.
I can't say it. I can't say it. I think you're lying to me, honestly.
Well, let's hope we never find out.
Yeah, I'm on the mess.
Secret is, Miss Isabel, I'm always angry.
Sigmund Wade. I'm always angry. Turns out he's also a barbarian.
Yeah, as you guys
Guess
walk
we're
away, Isabel, you start to see Wade, like, occasionally just look over and, like, give you, like, eyes.
Can I roll an insight on why he's looking at me?
It's mostly just after that conversation, just like an eyes, like little, you know, I
Okay.
get angry sometimes.
Oh,
not
he's
anything
going to
special.
intimidate me.
It's mostly just hunting, you know.
Does he growl at me?
Does he
I
now?
think it was funny.
I would love that so much.
Fudgios.
I guess I'll just kind of give him weird looks for a while. Just think, what are you doing, man?
Yeah, one of those times I blink, and finally it works. I've been continuously looking at you because I've actually been trying to get my minor illusion to work, and these red eyes appear, like bright glowing eyes.
I guess I'll just use Mask of Many Faces to turn my face into like a scary face.
Jump back a little bit.
I have different colors too. Would you like to see?
As she turns into this, you hear, "Oh shit!"
All right, you Wayne.
Of course I fucking do, love.
Yeah, it takes you a little bit of time to get back, but eventually you do make your way to the office. Missouri's not there, but Alakian and Free are both still there.
Isabel, you scary face. Sorry.
And is this after I went to the blacksmith guy?
No, it would be just a few minutes after Missouri had started walking out. You were about getting ready to leave, and everyone shows up.
Well, I hope you're more successful than we were, because we were not successful.
Yeah, actually. I actually got a quick errand to run. Mazor just stepped out because he's got some missing persons posters for Begot's daughter.
Oh, shite, you forgot about that.
So he's plastering the walls of the town with those. But I've got an errand I need to run, so I'll be back. And I head off in the direction of the blacksmith.
Did he get our money yet, or is he just still destitute all of us?
No, he said he'd pay us more all here so that it's split properly, I suppose.
Alright.
Yeah, we didn't really find much else out, unfortunately.
Well, we know that the goat is in the desert, and that I
lovely.
think that Thyra's going to have sex with the innkeeper.
Oh, darling, you could do better.
I think the innkeeper thinks I'm gonna have sex with him.
Or it could be that.
I was just trying to be nice to the fella.
I honestly wasn't paying that much attention. I'm trying to copy your lilt, Dada.
I don't even know if it's the same every time.
No, it's a lilt at the end of the so I'm trying to copy that a little bit. Anyways.
So he's gonna go have sex with the innkeeper.
Technically, it's possible.
It is possible. Mask of Many Faces is very
Mask of Many
wonderful.
Faces just turn to me and then have sex with another man. It's a dream.
Oh, lordy.
I think my mom might be watching.
That's fine.
Maybe my dad.
Watching. My mom is watching. My husband is watching. My brother is watching. I just heard them laugh from the living room.
Everyone's watching.
I'm glad they enjoyed my jokes. Enjoyed my funnies.
Oh, man. Since, Alakian left and all that, and Mizur's not here, I'm gonna start searching through Rith's desk for anything that could,
Oh, that's very
Okay.
smart.
you
Sure.
know, like hidden drawers and stuff like that in case.
While she's looking, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna disable Wade's trap and give it back to him.
Oh, I think we had already done that.
You did that.
Did you? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, make an investigation check, Free.
All my dice for me. I don't know which one to pick. Go purple. Plus, you said investigation?
Yes.
17 total.
Yeah, going through the desks, you do find, little bits of paper with scrawled notes on it. There's a quill and an ink pot. All sorts like that. There are no secret compartments in the drawers or anything like that. And there's nothing that would indicate anything weird or special. You get the sense that after talking with Mazor and him not knowing anything about this, it's probably likely that they kept all this information to themselves away from work. Especially because, Mazor is the Kayata, so if he found out, they would instantly get in trouble.
Just thought I'd check.
Okay. Yeah, is there anything else anyone wants to do?
I will go into the back of the near the cages and try to memorize the other two people's faces so I can have them in my bank of faces to use.
Sure, go ahead and make an intelligence check.
Sure. What's my intelligence modifier? So I got 2 or 3. Let me just. Okay. That's not bad. That's 17.
Yeah, you feel pretty confident in memorizing their faces. As you lean over and sort of start to inspect the bodies, you do hear in the back of your skull just the familiar.
I will stand back up, reach into my little pouch, and eat a bead of nourishment.
Yep. You start to feel a little bit more nourished and prepared. The voice does actually speak to you. It says,
Oh, great.
"If your friend tries to eat me, I will eat her first."
Alright. It's been a while since you've said sentences at me.
Silence. Nothing.
And of course. And I was going to the front room.
I wonder
Sure.
who it was referring to.
Yeah.
That's good. I think I might have been referring to you. Dino?
It said her, so it was referring to Thyra.
Oh yeah, Dino. I don't know. I don't know if that thing knows genders very well. Maybe just like taking a guess.
So yeah, as you return to the group, we'll go to Alakian. It takes you, 15-20 minutes to get to the blacksmith, but you do eventually wind up there. Jackson is in-house. And he notices you come in. Alright, mate, how you doing?
I'm doing all right. How you doing?
Pretty good, yeah. Nothing too special happening over here. Didn't find my arrows, though, so a bit sad about that.
Said you didn't find your arrows?
No, I can't find them all over the place. I've been looking, though. Looking pretty hard.
Well, I'll tell you what. And I grab the 5 that I've got left out of my quiver.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna put them down on the table. Wait, are these it by chance?
Yeah, he walks up to you. Yeah, they are. Where'd you,
So, I'm guessing you heard about that girl, Nira, I think her name was? She got, like, mauled or something the other night?
Right.
Well, I was there shortly after that happened, and I found these in that pile of guts or whatever were there, so I just thought and I got to thinking last night that these might be yours, and so I brought them back to you. I apologize though, because I had to use 2 of them because we kind of had to fight some really bad things last night, so
Okay,
I do
deception
apologize for that. What check again? I'm sorry.
Deception.
Deception. Okay.
Yeah.
That is a 16.
Okay. He looks a little bit suspicious. You get the sense that he's taking it in, but certain things to him aren't quite clicking. But he says, "Right. Well, thanks for retrieving them for me. I guess I'll knock off the whatever we said. 2 silver for your lockpicks if you want to go ahead and
Well, actually, I have a different request.
Alright.
And I'm gonna pull out the writ from Mazor. I'm gonna put it down. So remember those bad things that I said we fought last night? Well, they're only susceptible to silver.
Are they?
And yeah, so I'm trying, I understand you're gonna need more, but I just wanted to see if you how much you'd be willing to knock off for that, because I'm trying to help save this town from being destroyed by these monsters.
Well, I'll tell you what.
And
This
while I'm doing that, I'm kind of watching his face to see if anything see if his facial expression changes, as far as like frightened or recognition or anything like that.
Make a perception check.
Okay. 22.
Yeah, his face does start to make little emotions that you can start to see, but he very, very quickly returns to being as stone-faced as possible, and just that warm, friendly exterior. He says, well, this writ says that you could probably borrow one of my silver swords for a little bit and then return it. Or I suppose I could knock off a little bit of gold for... Or I think it's silver for a sword. I could knock off a little bit of silver for a special silver short sword. I actually have one in the back already, but it's my last one, so...
Well, how much would that be with a little bit knocked off of it?
Let me think about it. And he starts like pulling out an abacus and like fiddling with it a little bit while I look up the price of the short sword.
I got it right here. Is it silvered?
It is silvered.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure silvering automatically costs like 100 or something.
Yeah, it does.
Double check. So a short sword. Bow. Okay, a short sword is 10 gold pieces, and then
You can silver a single weapon or 10 pieces of ammunition for 100 gold pieces.
yeah. So it'd be 110 total, unless he's giving him some sort of deal, like you said.
Yeah. Yeah, so as he is messing around, he says, yeah, I mean, with your discount, I could probably give this to you for, let's say 90 gold.
I'll look at it and like, I'm trying to save your skin too.
Yeah, I mean, you were
Like-
offering to pay for it, though. If you want to keep it, it'll be 90 gold. I said I could let you borrow it, but you'd have to return it afterwards, or, you know, I'd have to set Mazur on you.
Well, I'll tell you what. What about those arrows that I brought back to you? Are those worth anything extra on that discount for me taking the time to
I already
do that
included
for
it,
you?
mate. I said that, you know, I'd be knocking off 2 extra gold for you, and then with Mazur's help, I rounded it down to about 25 gold knocked off. Silver's an expensive material, you have to understand.
Yeah, I understand. Tell you what, yeah, I'll go ahead and borrow it for now, and I'll bring it back once we're done taking care of everything.
Well, I should let you know, and he starts walking off to one of the back rows.
Mhm.
He says, I should let you know, if this doesn't come back to me, I will know about it. And obviously, I'm saying I trust you, you know, you're working for the Tarket and whatever, but
Mm-hmm.
I have to take precautions, and I trust Mazur a little bit more than you, I'm afraid, so...
I understand. I understand perfectly.
Perfect. That's more than alright with me. And he hands you over a very nice short sword that glistens with the same familiar metal that your arrow tips do and that Mazur's sword does. But it has a very nice similar inlay to the short sword that you stole.
Okay. I just thought of this. From my from my studies back home, do I recognize that inlay from like anything like magical or anything like that?
I guess make an Arcana check.
Okay. 23.
Yeah, it's not magical. It's just a nice design.
Okay. Okay. I kind of figured, but thought I'd ask just for the heck of it.
Mm-hmm. It's a very, very similar to the iron short sword that that you took the other day.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah.
more aesthetic than anything.
Okay. Fuck. So I'm gonna look at him again. I'm like, so these creatures that we're probably gonna end up fighting at some point. I obviously they probably didn't take the arrows because they're silver and they get hurt by silver. But that short sword that you told me about too, right? That one that was also stolen.
Yeah.
Was that silver? Was that silver or was that just
No, that was just an iron one.
okay?
That was
Well,
just regular.
I can't help but wonder if maybe these creatures took it with them after they killed poor Nira. Um, so if I were to find that and bring it back, how much could you knock off this short sword for me to? If I decided that I wanted to take it as well.
You said after they killed Nira? I thought you said that the arrows were already in Nira. They already had them. That's what you said.
I found the arrows on Nira's body, not like in her, not like they were used against her, but that like she stole them.
Right.
So I'm wondering if she stole your short sword as well, but the creatures took the short sword with them.
Yeah, I suppose.
And
I could
we're
knock off
probably
another
gonna
couple gold.
find their lair, and so I'm just trying to if I find it, how much like if you would be willing to knock some more off if I found that.
Yeah, you bring it back to me. I'll knock off another gold piece for you.
All right, well, awesome. Well, I appreciate it. I'm gonna do what I can for you, man. I feel for you. Like I used to be a merchant too, and so it's kind of hard. I get whatever products
Yeah.
get stolen and stuff.
Well, thanks for the lookout. I'll remember Elakian, wasn't it? You said.
Yeah.
I'll remember you for future.
I appreciate it.
Well, cheers, mate. I'll get back to work then. I'm trusting you with that
Oh.
sword.
Whenever he said my name, did I get any kind of vibe of like obviously not like true name shit, but because I would have no idea, but like I guess kind of the same thing that I was looking for earlier of like recognition or anything like that.
No more recognition than just knowing who you are.
Okay.
You get the sense that he kind of like doesn't. He thinks you're a bit
Fully
cheeky.
trust me. Yeah.
But you gather that he believes you to the point where he's not gonna, push you.
Have me arrested.
Yeah.
Okay. And as I'm walking out, I'm gonna turn again and like just kind of whisper back because I'm guessing the doors are open since
Yeah.
it's like sliding doors.
Yeah, it's no.
I'm just gonna kind of turn back to him. I'm gonna be like, so I have a question for you before I get too much farther. How long have you been in this town?
Oh well, I've lived here all my life.
Well, how long is that?
Well, personally, I shouldn't be saying this, but I've lived here about 70 years.
So, you Mazor mentioned that this happened once before with these creatures. You weren't around then, too, by chance, were you?
I'm sorry, I don't know what you're talking about. We have a lot of attacks here. They happen every couple of years, but they're all from different things, so I don't
Okay.
really know what you're.
Well, do you recall anything like that's particularly like harmed by silver? Because like we haven't particularly figured out what necessarily these are yet. I mean,
We don't.
we're guessing werewolves, but we're not sure. So
Every now and then the Tarkat comes through and orders a bunch of silver weapons. Mostly just to replace those that have broken or anything. But no werewolves, you say? I'll remember that for future.
I'm looking for this recognition on his face or anything like that.
Okay, so make a perception check.
Okay. Natural 20 plus 4. Okay, he's at 24 total.
Yeah. You get this sense that he's putting on a face in a way. He's trying to keep it very, very calm and friendly, but there are certain things that are just triggering him a little bit. The mention of werewolves did just bring something up.
Did it? Could I tell what emotion it might have been?
Like
whether it was
perception,
anger
not
or
insight,
curiosity?
So no. It's
Can I
hard to
roll an
tell.
insight check?
I mean, you're gonna get one per turn. So if you wanted to keep going and then roll insight, then
Yeah,
you
I do want to keep prying regardless, because it's like, if I see like that kind of look on his face, I'm just gonna keep pushing the issue.
Yeah, you can tell what emotion it was, but something. They're like little bits and pieces that have been triggering him. Mention of the arrows returning, mention of Mira, mention that some creature took the arrows. All this has been like triggering little pieces. So you don't recognize any particular emotion.
Okay. What the hell is his name?
His name is Jasin.
No, not his. I was talking about the main werewolf guy. I'm gonna walk back into the shop a little bit. Get up to the counter, and I'm just gonna whisper. Does the name Geralter mean anything to you, or is it Geralter? I can't remember how you pronounced it.
Geralta?
It was Giralta,
Geralter?
apostrophe Ulta.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't see any particular emotion trigger in his face. He goes,
Okay.
"No, I can't say I've heard of that one, mate."
Okay. Well, it was a name that I heard thrown around. I'm just trying to figure out some stuff.
Target business, I completely understand.
Yeah. Wish I could help. Wish I could tell you more, but
That's alright.
I do. Hey, man, I do appreciate your help. I'm definitely gonna keep an eye out for that sword of yours.
Yeah, no worries. I'll be looking forward to seeing you back here again.
Well, I'll be back. I promise. And then fuck, what do I want to do here? Damn it! How much did you say the set of lockpicks would be?
I think he said with your discount 8 silver.
I'll turn around. I'll go up to him. Be like, tell you what. I don't want to be that guy that just asks for favors and then does nothing in return. So here's the I'll put down a gold piece and just say, here's for those lockpicks that I was needing. If you could do that for me, that'd be great.
Yeah, sure. I'll get started on them right away. You want any special inlay or anything like that?
Nah, it's okay. I'm not gonna be flaunting them around or anything. It's gonna be more just for usefulness for.
Okay, sure.
Probably trying to figure out what the hell this hideout is.
Yeah,
for
I'll
these creatures.
Get started on them then, and he hands you 2 silver back, which is the change.
Okay. Yep.
And huffs off into the back part to pick up an iron bar and throw it in the furnace.
Okay. How long you think that'll be until those are ready?
Not long, maybe like 2 days. They'll probably give me
All
enough
right.
time.
Sounds good. Awesome. I appreciate it, man.
No worries.
I'll actually walk out this time.
Sure. So you return to the group. Anything else
Yep.
that anyone wants to do while Elakian returns?
Can I be trying to teach Wade how to play 3-card Monty?
Absolutely.
Oh God. This is
Oh
not...
God.
Here's the thing. I, as a person, cannot learn card games.
Okay.
I can only imagine Wade. It can.
3-card Monty is the street game where you scam people out of money. It's where you have like the queen, you palm it, you put a new card in. So I'm trying to teach Wade how to win the game and like how to like actually run the scam because she thinks it would be funny.
Okay.
And so yeah, set a desk with the cards, just being like, all right, so yeah, you just like mixing them up and then try to palm one of the cards so he can't figure out where it is. The queen is.
Sure. So, I guess Wade, you can make an intelligence check, to determine how well you,
Retain
start to learn how to play this card trick.
14.
Actually, technically, it will be with advantage because Isabella's helping you.
14.
Yeah, you start to pick up elements. It's still kind of confusing. Like, you pick up the first part of the trick, but nothing too much after that. It'll take you a little bit of time to memorize it fully.
Okay.
Yeah. I should say, hey, this is how I fed myself for about 3 years back in the day.
So, why do people come play this?
Because they think they can beat you.
Okay.
Yeah. And also you have someone who's on your side and they win a few games, so that makes it seem like you aren't a cheat, and then you totally are, and then you take their gold. And then you buy bread.
It's pretty clever.
Hey, it is. So that's what I'm doing.
Yep. You spend a little bit of time doing that. When you're like most of the way through, Alakian walks in.
Well, actually, Iko, I had a question.
Okay.
How long did that probably take between me getting there and then talking with him?
Probably like 45 minutes to get there
Okay,
back.
never mind then.
Including everything. So you get the sense
Never
that
mind
the
then.
Zor will be back soon.
Yeah. Never mind then. That's fine. Yeah, I'll walk in.
Yep, so everyone's
Hi,
in there.
guys.
Hi there, Lacane.
Hello.
You're back from got the sword, eh?
I mean, yeah. How'd you guess? I didn't tell you where I was going. I just said I had an errand to run.
Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry. Back from
Yeah.
the errand you're running?
Yeah. I mean, errand went well. Just kind of trying to find some supplies for dealing with these stupid werewolves. Because it's going to be fun. Because I don't have shit until now. And then I'll pull out the short sword.
I'm gonna look to Isabel, give her a little wink, and oh, you won! Shoot! Darn! All right.
I already did. Oh, hey, Lacane, do you want to play some
Hey.
cards? 3-card Monty.
Yeah, I bet one of my daggers. You can't beat me.
You talking to me?
Yeah.
I'm
I'm just gonna look at Wade. I'm gonna be like, you've seen what I can do. Actually, wait, no, you haven't. Never mind. No, scratch
It's
that.
just
I'm just gonna look at him and be like, I've been around a few times. Pretty sure I know what's on here. I appreciate the offer, but
all right. You don't want to play some fun card games with your buddy Wade. I understand.
I had some street rat friends whenever I was traveling around, and
I have a feeling that Alakin would know how to play 3-card Monty. Just be like, yeah, I'm not doing that.
I figured he
It's a
would
weird
be
game.
like, yeah, I could definitely beat him in that.
I'm not
Well,
interested in like so straight up. I'm not interested in like duping friends or comrades or anything. So it's
Yeah.
like just no.
That's
yeah.
fine.
I'm just doing chords on my bagpipe. Like, I'm not, like, blowing into it, but I'm, like, making the motions like I'm playing a song.
You're fingering stuff.
Yeah, you get a little bit more familiar.
I mean, it's
with...
more of, like, an arm
Mhm.
movement kind of
It's our
thing.
movements. There's
There's
just
a
a
little
flute tied to a sheep's stomach involved in that. No way.
You feel pretty familiar with your bagpipes again. But yeah, what I think we'll do is we'll go ahead and take our break there. So everyone go get whatever you need, and we'll be back here soon.
All right.
And when we get back, Mizor will come back and we'll discuss what we're doing from there. So, chat, we'll be back soon. Don't go anywhere. And yeah, we'll see you all back here in maybe like 15 minutes ish. So,
Sounds
we'll see you soon,
good.
chat.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye-bye.
Hi everyone, we're back.
Hello. Hope you didn't miss us too much.
I did.
Who's back again?
So,
Helicane's back. Tell a friend.
Hello, friend.
So as we jump back into our game, you're in the same place that we started the game off at, actually. The sun is a little bit higher in the sky now. It is hotter, and there is like a brisk wind that is starting to pick up outside. But apart from that, you know, today is fairly normal. Alakin just got back and you had a brief conversation. Is there anything else that anyone wants to do while we wait, or?
Mm-hmm. Hey, everyone. I have Aelith +1 of these vials of that cure. And there is 5 of us here, so I was thinking maybe each of us takes one for now. Just in case we split up again and, you know.
I'm just gonna look at Wade and be like, "What do you mean you have goat +1?"
No, 4. You mean goat +1? What are you, crazy?
I mean, I'm not the one speaking broken Elvish over here, but
Should we try and get this replicated?
I would say so. I mean, so
That way we can have more and save some for the town in case this
what was that
comes back again.
one store with the creepy lady with the long fingers? What was the name of that store again?
That was
Some of you would
Vizsla.
remember. That's
Vizslar's
Vizslar's Potted Potions and Goods.
I feel like we should probably check that out, but I mean, Mazor said he'd probably be back around this time, so I mean, we should probably stay here and wait for him,
Yeah.
and then we could head that direction.
But I do think for now everybody should take one.
Oh yeah, for sure. Not like take it and down it, but like
No, don't drink it.
Well, anyways, after that, probably look at the officers, the homes, and perhaps try to find Catherine's house as well.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we could do that. We could split up again, and some people could go do that. Some people could go to Visla's, and then I mean, we could go from there if you guys wanted to.
Do we want to spend another day in search, or do we get there during the day, though? Like the well, we're not fighting.
Well, they
No.
turn into werewolves at night.
Yeah.
So nighttime would probably be best. That way we can tell if they're werewolves or we
Oh,
don't
I
want
was-
to be killing innocent people.
I was thinking the opposite. I was thinking we should go down there when they're not as powerful.
That's my
And
thought
then
as
how do
well.
you know if you're killing somebody that's
If
not
they're
a
wearing,
werewolf?
maybe if they're wearing cult attire, we know.
And perhaps if they're living or hanging out in the secret
I was gonna say, like, if they're gonna
Place
be
underneath
down,
the
like,
well.
under the well where the secret lair of the werewolves is,
As long as
I would
they're
have
not
a
in
hard time believing that they're not involved in some way, shape, or form.
Aye, and also if just to kill someone if they're in a cage, you know that just they look at the prisoners, don't murder them.
We could maybe we can do some silver tests. We touch them with silver. If they burn, then we know that they're werewolves. They're
As an
not.
option as well. Aye.
It's about this time that you hear dong 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 as the door opens up.
It's Mazor!
Yeah,
Is it
Is it
second door-
Mazor?
The second door opens up, and Mazor walks through, sees you all there. You're all here.
Hey, buddy.
Well, aye, of course we are.
So,
We're just waiting on you.
right, give me a second. And he walks up to his desk and puts down the bucket with the brush in it, and just plops it on the floor next to it, and goes back into the actually no, it wouldn't be in the storage closet. It would be in his desk. He goes into a drawer in his desk and pulls out like a short lockbox. Pulls out his keys and begins to unlock it, and you see him like scoop up a fair amount of what is in the inside. You can't see what's in there because you're too far away, but he scoops up. He does like a big hand motion, and then plops on the desk, closes the lockbox very quickly, and puts it back in the desk.
Where was that lockbox?
It's in the.
I'm gonna take full mention of where that lockbox is.
Yeah, it's in the bottom part of his desk.
Okay.
He beckons to the coin and says, 155 gold. For you.
I'm
Take it.
gonna reach down and start like counting it out a little bit and kind of spreading it out, dividing it into 5.
Mhm.
So
I do believe it's 31 gold each.
Yeah.
correct.
It is. So you can all mark off 31 gold on your character sheets.
While I'm doing that, well, actually, after I get done with that, I'm going to look up and I'm gonna tell Mazor, much obliged, and so I know I asked you some questions earlier, but I feel like with us having to deal with these, you're wanting us, I'm assuming, to take care of this werewolf infestation you've got here. Am I wrong? Am I misreading the situation?
Wait. You hear the voice come back in the back of your head. It just says, "Now I've been paying attention. Is he always sounding like that, or is he trying to match Mazor? That he seems deeper and like."
Yeah, I actually noticed that, but I figured maybe it's, what do they call that? Something switching. They do that to connect better. You might be doing something like that.
Oh, you mean it's like a psychological thing to make it... Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, no, I think that makes sense. Yeah, I might have heard of that before. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mazor goes, well, we know the location of our, suspected culprit. I feel it best if I stay here, but if you guys go on ahead, I'll give you all extra 10 gold.
10 gold.
Each or
Each or total?
Altogether.
Each.
I was going to say higher than that, but this place is exactly same in gold, so I'll take 10 each, eh?
It's a little
Well,
low.
I'm gonna look at him and be like, well, tell you what, we've done this much for you, and I feel like this is a lot more than we signed up for. So, can you knock it up to like 20 gold, maybe?
Make a persuasion check.
19 plus 5, 24.
Okay, sure. He actually goes back in the desk and pulls the box out again. And you see him start to count. After a minute, he goes, 20 gold each is more than I can afford right now. I can give you each 13 and 114.
Well, I tell you what. In return, actually, so I'll pull out the short sword I got from whatever the hell his name is. Shit,
Yasin.
forget. Zenmouth. Yeah. Pull that out like. So I got this sword from your blacksmith buddy. Any chance that you could while we're investigating all this, you could go talk to him and see if you could convince him to not necessarily keep, but maybe discount a little bit more.
I know what you're saying. I'll talk to him, but that's gonna bring it back down to 10 gold each.
I mean, if you'd like, you could just knock mine off. Like if you can actually talk him into knocking that down a little bit more, even. Or hell, even for free. I mean, I could just give you back this 30 gold that you gave me here.
I think you'll be hard-pressed to find him giving you the sword for free. But tell you what, I'll talk to him and we'll discuss further. But for now, let's say 10 gold each, and
I can agree to that.
Sure.
Anybody else? Anybody got objections? Look back at the group behind me.
None from me, no.
All right, well, I guess we kind of know what we need to do then, at least a little bit. Have an inkling.
Well, Townswell is that way. If you want to get going, I'll show you where it is.
Well, we had another plan to go talk to Visla to see if she might know what these potions are. Do you think that she might be able to tell us something, or
And
is
more
she kind of just a
importantly,
nutcase?
is she trustworthy? Yeah, because she's kind of creepy. Is there a chance that she might be part of the cult?
I don't know. Tell you what,
Shoot.
give me back one of my potions. I'll talk to her. We'll arrange this part of the payment. I'll talk to her. I'll see if I can replicate this potion. I don't exactly know what it does.
I'll hand over my potion.
But if you guys want to go and try and take care of our problem, I'd appreciate that. If we attack now, we'll have the element of surprise. I don't think that they'll know exactly what you've been doing, so...
No, probably not. Well, I mean, you got a good point, so I mean, we may as well head that direction.
Aye. No other time like the present, alright?
I like that.
Not wrong.
Alright, let's go. And he starts to, he puts the box back in the drawer and, leads you out.
Oh, Mazor, one quick last thing. We didn't find Daniel this morning, so just, maybe make some of them flyers you made for that girl.
Right. He looks around to the rest of you. Okay, sure. Let's go. Yeah, he starts
While
taking
we're
them.
walking, I'm gonna talk to Mazor. I'm gonna talk to him at work.
Okay.
Have you lived here all your life, or have you ever been south?
Nope. Born and raised here. My father was the Caerder before me, and when I became of age, he bestowed it on to me.
What of the other man that back at your house?
Oh,
What was his name? What was his name?
Kezos. Yeah.
Yes.
That's my husband. I don't think he's lived here his whole life. He moved when he was young. I don't remember somewhere in Aegeus, I think, was where he came from.
Seems like a good man. He liked the flowers I gave him.
Oh, you gave him flowers, did you? That's nice. Yeah, he likes flowers.
Yeah,
Aww.
we'd followed the wrong tracks and we ended up at your house.
Oh. Right.
So I gave him some flowers to thank him for his time.
Well, I appreciate you being kind to him, so thanks, I guess.
I guess.
Yeah,
And also I want to give you this, still speaking at work, and I'm going to try and pass him 5 of the gold that he gave me. I don't care if anybody sees it. I'm going to give him 5 of the gold he gave me back.
Okay, yeah, he sees you becking it out and he says, "No, you're fine. This is part of our arrangement and I don't need you to do that, but it's very kind of you to do."
I also don't require the extra. I don't mind helping your people.
Yeah, make a persuasion check.
Persuasion 17.
Yeah, you fight back and forth a little bit about it, but eventually he does take the money. Just says, "Well, thanks. We could use this, so it's very kind."
You need it more than I do?
You know, if you wanted to stick around, you and your friends might make decent Darket officers one day.
Well, unfortunately, I think I'm looking for better things. I gotta head back south here.
I get
Not
it.
too long. I am
Big Deck is
also
a shithole.
from the same country as
Oh.
your husband.
That's nice. Well, I'll mention that to him, see what he says.
Alright, thank you for your time. And I'll kind of separate
Sure, yeah.
back.
When Thara separates, Lakian's gonna come up and just kind of whisper in her ear a little bit. If you're looking to give away gold, I wouldn't say no to some. Cause I kind of want to keep this sword, but it's a little out of my price range. So, and I think it could come in handy later on if we have to deal with some of these monsters again.
We'll see.
Just throwing that out there, and then I'll just back off a little bit.
I tend to give to those who don't ask.
You have a gold to me, and I asked you for gold.
No, you asked me to buy something.
That's
Oh,
true.
okay. Yeah, alright.
Yeah, so as time goes on, he leads you to the southern part of town on the east side, not the west side, to what is essentially where it falls off a little bit, and there is a large, like, open sewer grate there. Part of the stream comes out that way, and he says, "Well, down here, maybe 300 meters, you'll find where our town's well is. Have a look around, see what you find, and hope you don't find anything too bad, I guess."
Like 300 meters, like straight down, like sheer drop. Is that what we're talking about here?
No, it's a tunnel.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense.
You just walk.
I think you
Anyway.
can manage walking down the tunnel.
That's just, if you go in, you'll find it. It's not that far. Try not to get yourselves killed.
Don't plan on it.
Oh man, this is my favorite pastime, is getting killed.
He says out of character. Yeah, Mizor turns to the whole group and says, "I'm gonna get this potion to Vislar, see if she can help with this, and, yeah. If you're alive, I'll meet you back in the office tonight."
Alright, we'll bring you some heads.
You don't need to, but sure. Yeah, he like stops for a moment and gives you a nod and then turns around and walks away.
I'm going, before we enter the tunnel, I'm going to stow my axe on my back and pull out my staff and just kind of use it as a walking stick for now.
Mm-hmm. Sure, can do. Is anyone else doing anything?
I'm gonna look to Thyra and hold out the potion. Be like, you're gonna be in closer range combat than I am, so I think you should have it.
That's how you feel? I can't say no. I'll take it. I will take it.
Okay.
Perfect.
So yeah, where he's led you to is sort of like the town is above, and there's a very large, like, cylindrical opening to a tunnel with a small stream coming out of it. As you look inwards, there are like large metal slats going across the entrance, but they are big enough for a person to fit through. On either side of the like stream coming outwards, there is like paved stone walkway, and the tunnel itself is circular, but it's made of like carved stone. It goes down a ways, and it is dark in there, but all of you have dark vision, so you're all good on that front. Yeah, just the sound of rushing water comes out at you, that sort of echoes around in the back of the tunnel. And you are presented with this large opening.
Our first dungeon.
Oh, yeah. I guess Free's gonna, like, lift her skirt and tie it, because she's wearing, like, her leather armor and pants underneath.
Mm-hmm.
She just outwardly always has nicer clothes on, on top of them.
Sure, yeah. So you hoist things up a little bit.
You should invest in a alligator poncho.
The alligator skirt.
That too.
Well,
Maybe. Might be getting a little.
well now, forward onto the breach, right?
I'm gonna keep an eye out for the things. Any people.
Yep, so
anything.
I'm gonna be watching the walls, see if I see any like just etchings of some kind.
yeah, so both
Or
of
anything
you
like that.
make perception checks.
23 for me.
18.
Sure. So as you walk in to this large sewer entrance, as you walk, like, your footsteps echo around, and you can hear like the splashing of water. It's sort of like all-encompassing in this large tunnel. You walk for a fair distance, and eventually you come to an area where the sewer tunnel actually turns off, but there is another, like, smaller tunnel that is about like a doorway size. It's not big, like the main tunnel is probably like 20 feet up and wide, but this tunnel does seem to go like offwards, and it's about human-ish sized, and you can choose whether to go either way. Zor said to go straight.
I'm gonna kind of peer down that other way and see if I see anything.
Yeah, you don't see anything down the tunnel. What you do see is next to the doorway, there is just ever so slightly, it's quite hidden by a couple of rocks that are just like lying around. On the base of the floor, there is a smaller symbol that's like carved into the very, very bottom of the wall.
I'm gonna go look closer at it.
Yeah.
Does it look like? So yeah, what does it look like?
It is a small circle with sort of like a maze-like design on it.
It's the way we need to go.
Because you rolled a fucking 23.
Oh yeah, that was the symbol, right?
Yup.
Yeah,
it's
the
labyrinth.
circle with the labyrinth.
Yeah. Alright.
This is the way we need to go, and I recommend we probably try to be a little quieter from here forward.
If they're keeping their eyes out for, or like trying to go the right way, can I keep my eyes out for like traps as we go?
I was waiting for him to say Daniel.
Yeah. Yeah, make a perception
Easily.
check for you. Because you're not investigating, you're sort of like perceiving as you go along.
22.
22, nice. Yeah, great. So yeah, you start to go down this tunnel, and it leads
okay,
you...
Are any of us stealthing besides me? Because I kind of want to keep quiet so we don't alert anybody that we're coming.
Yeah, I was going to after after Equal's done talking about the trap.
Yeah, if you want to do a group
Okay.
stealth check, you can. Let me get some paper and I'll write it down.
First time using this skill.
Holy shit. Another 21.
Oh,
Damn, bro.
no.
Oh, wait, sorry, 22.
So...
24.
Natural 1.
22, 24,
Oh, shit.
1.
Fuck.
Yep, so Thyra and Free.
What is he?
8.
15.
15. Okay,
This guy's being good to me tonight.
5, 19,
I'm still using the same dice I always use. That is very temperamental. Sometimes it rolls well, sometimes it doesn't.
Your group average is pretty decent, honestly.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, it's like that. Okay. Yeah, I did that right. Cool. So yeah, as you walk, you feel fairly certain that stealth is not too much of an issue. Isabel, you do sort of like end up stubbing your toe on a rock, and there's sort of like an but you stifle it just in time. Nothing notices you at the moment. As you go down this tunnel, you emerge into like a circular chamber. And as you look up, you can see a little bit of light starting to trickle through. It illuminates above you. There is a bucket on some string, and as you look down, there is a large, like, cavernous hole filled with water. Around the side of this, there is like a walkway, like a cylindrical walkway around the side. From most of your knowledge about wells, it's not really how they work very often.
They don't go down.
So that's like the trap you're saying, right? That's like what I
Um,
see as being strange.
You
Or was
don't
that for
see any
everybody?
traps yet. This is just for everyone. You don't see
Okay.
any traps yet. It's just strange to see a well with walkway around the water.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
That's not something that you see too often.
So, I'm gonna investigate like the walls
I was about
and
to say the same thing.
yeah.
Yeah, so
like
both of you make
I'll-
investigation checks, or one of you with a
okay,
match.
What's your investigation score?
+3.
Yeah, you do it. You advance it. I have +2.
Okay,
Let's do advantage.
natural 1 of the first one.
Yay!
14 plus 3, so 17 on the second.
Yeah, it takes you a little while. You sort of start to go around the walls and fill your hands through all of them, and just, you know, keeping an eye out for any symbols that you see. It takes you the better part of probably 15 minutes before you find anything. There are no doors in this open, like, circular chamber, but in time, you do find one of the stones is, like, a little bit loose. On the wall, and you pull it out, and inside of the cavity there is a back wall with that same symbol pressed on it.
Can I touch the symbol? Can I press it, see if it's a button?
Yeah, you
what I was
go
gonna
in to
do,
lean on
yeah.
the symbol just to like brush your hands over it and see if it's like what it is, and suddenly like the button pushes in, and there's a stone passageway like opens up from the side of you.
Wow.
Well, there we are. I'll say
Well,
quietly.
that was handy.
Aye. Shush, shush.
Should I go in first?
But if you want to, aye.
Be my guest.
I will be
Be our
directly
guest.
behind.
Be our
Be
guest.
our guest.
Right. So what is the marching order for this?
I will be
I-
in front.
I will be behind Thyra.
Is it wide enough for two by, or is it like just
No,
single file?
This is a single file. It's essentially
Okay.
similar to the doorway that you came in from.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's like a single doorway, like
Okay.
a long tunnel.
I'm gonna be behind Izzy,
Okay.
Perhaps Elkan should be in the front, and so he can look for traps.
I was gonna say something, but
I say that.
I can say that in character.
Yeah.
It's like
Elkan, you're a sneaky type, right? You know traps and shit.
Yeah.
Well, get up front then.
All right, fine. And I'll kind of push a little bit and push in front of Thyra a little bit. Like,
Yeah.
do you mind?
Excuse me. Really close. Excuse me.
Excuse me.
A little
She'll
creepy,
turn
but yeah.
sideways,
Yeah.
giving him a dirty look. Well, I mean, just looking at him.
Thank you. Trying to keep us all safe. Yada yada.
Okay, so it's Alakian, Isabel, or Alakian Thyra,
No.
Isabel.
Mm-hmm.
Then
You lack the rear free, or
That's a little personal, don't you think?
Yeah.
Right. I was going to say the same
Oh,
thing.
boy.
I was about to say like I prefer the rear.
Do you like the back door?
Oh god.
Oh my. So many minds in the gutter. I suppose it's appropriate since we're
Yep.
Yeah.
walking through one, basically.
Yep.
Mm, how about you go in front?
okay, sure.
sure. So Wade and then free.
And obviously, while I'm walking, I'm going to be looking for traps.
Yeah, so roll
Like
investigation
hardcore
check.
looking for trap.
Well, this would be a perception just for you, because perception, because you're
23.
23. Cool. Yeah. So as you walk, it is a thinner tunnel, and it curves around in like a variety of different ways, so like an S shape. As
Is
you are
Thyra
walking,
having to duck?
she has to crouch a little bit, but it's not anything. It's sort of like the ceiling just touches her head, the top of her head, and she has to just ever so slightly duck. As you are walking, you start to come across another similar cylindrical chamber, but this one does have a door on the far side. As you come up to it, Wade, you're sort of like bouncing around at the back, like trying to get a peek of the view ahead. And almost
totally see that.
instantaneously, you and Alakian both notice there is like a slight small piece of string just on the very, very outskirts of this tunnel, where the door is, where it opens into this like smaller circular cavern.
Stop moving.
String.
Yep, that. I'm gonna. Do I see anything on the other side of the string? Like, does it look like there's like a pressure plate or anything like that?
No, there's nothing on the other side. As you look up, though,
Okay.
you can see there is like a hole in the ceiling that is like holding two pieces of like metal that are like slightly bowing, and you can't make out what is on them, but you gather that something is.
Okay. So, we're gonna want to step over this. So, yeah, just keep that and just step over it. Not really anything to worry about other than this string. So just be careful
Wait.
as I step over.
Wait.
What? What?
Just you gotta look out for a string in the shadow of the other string.
I look for a string in the shadow of the other string.
In a room that has no light.
Yeah, there
Exactly.
is no secondary
There is no
string
light.
beyond the
I heard it in a story before.
I don't think this is one of those stories.
All right.
And then I keep walking forward.
It's a good instinct. Instinct that right.
Just tap my noggin. Like I'm.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
yeah, you all, edge over the string. And as you look forward, the smaller cylindrical chamber is probably 10 feet in diameter. And as you all come into it, you look through that second doorway, and you do see a little bit of light peeking through. It appears to open up into a different chamber, and you can, like, just ever so slightly, Alakin, you can hear this because you've got a good perception. You can hear, like, bits of paper flipping. There's like a...
Mm-hmm. Do I hear any voices? And does it sound like it's more than one, like, book or sheet or whatever?
It's hard to say. You don't hear any voices for sure.
Okay. I'm turn around to the group and just whisper, there's at least one person in here. Sounds like they're listening to a book. Good job,
That's a good
Esprit.
book. Check out
Um,
our sponsor at audible.com.
Yeah, Audible, please
Hashtag not
sponsor.
I was like, they're flipping through some kind of book. I don't know what it is, but just be ready to like fight in a second. And
After he tells me that, I'm gonna turn around. I'm gonna hold up one finger and a book and hold up my staff.
I love charades.
I will conjure an Eldritch Blast and get it ready.
I'm going to check to see if the door is locked.
Wait,
There
we're
is
just gonna go.
no door. It's an open doorway.
Oh, it's a doorway.
Yeah, it's like an
okay.
open doorway, and that's where you can see the light coming from.
Maybe we shouldn't go in guns blazing.
Why not? Anybody that's down here is probably a bad guy.
We don't want them all coming at us at once. Do we?
That's true. No, you're right.
I don't know. I mean, I guess we gotta.
So
kill them
if
all.
it's
I
if
could
it's-
cause a distraction on the opposite side of the hall so he's not facing this doorway.
well, what I was gonna say, I was gonna we don't know which way he's facing. That's the thing. So
Yeah.
like, if it's an open doorway, I'm gonna try and just like quietly peek in to see if I see any figures or if I can tell what this figure is or anything like that.
If you walk up a little bit, you can probably peek your head in. Your
I
stealth
have a
check
question.
is a 22. Yep.
Yeah, my disguise kit. Would it have a mirror inside of it, like a handheld mirror, probably?
Sure. I'll let you have that.
I will hand the mirror to Alekian.
You're a good thinker. And then I use it, obviously. Like I know exactly what she's wanting me to do with it because I'm not
Throws it at
new
the
to
guy.
this shit. Just chucks it.
Ninja stars it does.
9 years of bad luck for you, Mister.
So yeah, as you
Which kind of
you sidle up to the door and sort of hold the mirror out. I'm going to drag you over to the next map. To help describe what you see.
New maps.
Map time.
So what you
Hashtag
see
map time.
is a large, like, sort of open room. Did I drag your tokens over? Yes, I did, but Missouri.
Why is Mazor here?
What?
Because
Yeah, Mazor. Nobody likes you. Just
let
kidding.
me pull him back off because he is not here. There was a chance for you to persuade him to go, but you didn't. So there you go. You would be a little bit back further, but
for
for the
purposes of this.
you are standing in the entranceway. You see a very large, like, sort of open stone room with pillars aligning the center walls, or the center, like, cavity. There is a large, like, counter on the back end made of wood, and there is a desk to the right and a desk to the left. There are 3, like, tall cylindrical things made of glass on the left that you can't quite see. On the right, Isabel, you will immediately notice this is the smell of certain, like, it's almost like an irony smell starts to hit your nose, and it starts to make you salivate just a little bit. And on the back wall by the counter, Alakian, you see, he's probably right there. You see a man who is mostly like long, tousled, greasy rat's nest hair that's all the way down to his upper legs, and he is, you know, flicking through something.
Is he facing? I'm guessing he's facing the wall, not us.
Yeah, he's facing the wall.
Okay. I'm gonna turn around. Just gonna be like, get ready to go. And yeah, I'm just gonna whisper to them very, very quietly. Get ready to attack, and then
I'll get my Eldritch Blast ready. So when I jump out, toss it.
Yeah. So
I was.
are you
I've
all
had my
entering
staff
this
out this
room?
whole time.
Yeah. So I guess gonna be determined probably by initiative. But what I was wanting to try to do is like basically rush him and like stab him with the silver sword, like literally like quietly
Yeah.
rush him.
If you were doing that, then it would break your stealth to, because he's out of your distance. It would break your stealth to like dash up to him and then.
Okay.
You could try to stealth up to him. Much
Yeah,
as
I feel like
possible.
the longer we stay quiet, the better.
Yeah, I think so too. So
Do we hide behind these? Are these like big pillars or?
yeah, like these big pillars here, Equa.
Yeah, they're all pillars.
Okay. Like big enough to hide behind.
Yeah, they're 5 feet
Okay.
wide.
Okay. So I'm just gonna look at everybody like, I attack, get ready, and then I'm just gonna slowly stealth my way up, like as quietly as freaking possible. I'm gonna stealth up and try and get close to him.
Okay. What's everyone else doing in this turn?
I will peek around the corner a bit, and then the moment that Alakian stabs him, I'll throw my Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
I will try and stealth a little closer. No, I'm gonna stay here. My stealth isn't that great.
I was just like, ooh, the barbarian? Ooh.
Shoot.
That's free. I meant to move my Zor. I was wondering why it was a different color. So, Thyra's staying there, Isabel's staying there. What is everyone else
I
doing?
want to see if I can get here. Just so I'm not openly in the doorway.
Yep, that's fine.
I just want to step in front of Thyra and get ready to shoot my light crossbow.
Okay, so everyone who is moving, roll me a stealth check. Because your previous one was to
Alright,
prevent people from
Kiwi.
hearing you in the tunnels.
Including me, I'm guessing.
Yep, including you.
23 for me.
Unnatural 20.
Okay.
That's an 11 for me, but I only took a step,
Ooh.
so hopefully.
Yeah, sure, so everyone... So, Aleki, move the 30 feet that you can. As you are stealthing, so you can't dash.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, wait, as you step around, you, like, try and move around Thyra, who is trying to remain as stationary as possible. As you walk, there is a little, like, a couple of stones in front of her that, you don't quite see, and as your foot steps on them, there's like... as the, smaller stones break. And the figure, who is, like, rustling through the papers, just, like, stops and stands straight up. And... yeah. And he just says, "Hello?" And starts to turn around. Is
Can
anyone
I
doing anything?
try and quickly cast
I would start
thaumaturgy
moving closer.
to make a crackling noise more in this direction? They
You know
turned
what?
the wrong
Because
way?
it's cool, yeah, I'll let you do that. So... you
I'll
use
try and imitate the
thaumaturgy.
like crackling noise and send it over here.
I would say make a persuasion check to see if it works.
Oh gosh,
Either
okay.
I'll give you persuasion or performance.
They're both the same, so doesn't matter.
Okay.
11.
Yeah, the figure immediately looks over to there instead and then looks straight at you guys. You all see an elven figure with like tousled, like dark brown hair that's very very matted and knotted all the way back down to the top of the legs. It's a complete mess. He's wearing very little, just like basic, what one might call like peasant or commoner clothes, but a lot of them are torn in places and scratched. His arms do peek through the edges, and you can see like this intricate, like labyrinth-looking design that covers every visible spot on his body. There is very, very little that is just like straight, normal skin. And as he turns around, you can see the eyes are really, really bloodshot and like pulled back. He's a strange sight to see.
Just blast
do
his
something?
face.
If you would like to.
Yeah, my crossbow's gonna let loose if I see Eldritch Blast going.
Is the leaking close enough to stab him?
No, he's on the back wall right here. Alakian is 20, 30 feet off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, fuck it. I'll shoot. I'll just blast out his face.
Sure, so go ahead and roll for your attack, and Wade, you roll yours as well.
That is a 16 to hit.
16 does hit.
Awesome.
I don't remember what I add to my crossbow.
That's pretty good. That's 8 damage.
Crossbow is
Sure.
Dex, I believe.
Dex, yeah.
Alright, so 15, and I'm proficient. So 17.
17 does hit.
Alright, and then it's a D8, right? Oh wow. 8 damage.
8
Do I
damage,
add anything
nice.
to the roll? Sorry, it's my
Your
first time using
dexterity.
my crossbow.
Yeah, but your dex.
11.
Cool, so 11 damage.
Plus
Okay.
8 from the Eldritch Blast.
Yep. So, you watch as the figure turns around and just says one word before, and then like another arrow just slits into his upper shoulder. He like sort of recoils a little bit in pain, and I guess everyone should roll initiative to start off.
Am I still stealth, by the way?
our next combat. Yeah, you'd still be stuffed. He hasn't noticed you yet.
Okay, sweet. Awesome.
This is how we say hello. This is how the Emoris crew says hello.
You didn't even try and talk to him, dude.
No,
It's-
fuck this guy.
Not even gonna try.
Nope.
I was
I
gonna
guess-
ask if the markings were like the same labyrinth design.
You could see from the way that you turn around. Yes, they were.
I'm gonna guess this is the main guy that we're looking for.
Yeah, that's my
considering considering we were told
Motherfucker.
that the guy literally had like a labyrinth on him as well.
Yeah, and he's an elf.
You roll.
Mhm.
Oh, you roll pretty good. Okay. All right. So 25 to 20.
21.
Oh.
Okay. 20 to 15.
Oh boy.
I had 14.
All right. So 15 to 10. Alakin got 14.
12 for Isabel.
12 as well.
Ooh.
Which one of you has a higher dex?
I got a 3.
I have a +1.
Okay.
So Wade, you go first.
Copy that.
And Free again, bringing up the rear. What'd you get?
I had a 1, so it was a 4.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So as
Cotton
the
Candy is
two-
in trouble right now.
Cotton candy.
Poor cotton candy.
I think
As,
that's
so
the
you
dice.
see the like spiked organic ball just like fling off into little like shards of matter, and the small crossbow bolt hits it in the shoulder. Thyra, you see this and you feel the urge to go first. What would you like to do?
Where is this guy at?
He's up here. In this square right here, which I'll bring down his token in a second. So you probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You could just make it to him if you wanted to.
Okay. Just straightforward.
Yeah, straightforward.
And I'm gonna just whomp him over the head with my staff.
Yeah, so go ahead and roll your attack.
Your wampin stick.
My hippie stick, yep.
Wompy woo.
17.
17 hits.
And I'm gonna roll d8s this time because it's two-handed.
Remember that from last time.
So that's gonna be 11.
11 damage. Nice.
11 damage.
Is there anything else you want to do with your turn?
I'm just gonna growl.
Sure.
Try and keep all of his attention on me.
So yeah, you go to hit him over the top of the head, and you actually crack down on the temple, and he like physically moves a little bit before like sitting back up, and you can see the bloodshot like red eyes masking a dark pupil just stare back at you. It is his turn. So he, having just been hit in the head, turns to you and
And
says,
a bunch of flowers.
"Oh, that was a welcome." And you watch as his like hairy, like kind of thin and lithe elven form starts to shift. Not in the same way that the wolves changed. This one, instead, the hair turns into a deep orange. The nose flattens and becomes wider, and the ears start to spring up on top of the head. As he uses his action, and this is the reason that I didn't turn him down on the first turn, to transform himself into a were-tiger.
Oh.
That's dope.
So that's going to be his turn. As he like finishes his phrase and stares back at you, he starts to like physically snarl at you, but he can't do anything else because that's were-tiger. So Alakian, it's your turn.
Well, fuck.
Should have kept them arrows.
Nah, it's fine. Nah, it's fine. I'm going to... Yeah, I mean, I can't... There's no way I can just... Is there any way possible that I could, like, stealth up next to him? Or no? Probably not. Like, that would make no sense.
It would be your action to try and stealth towards him.
Yeah, no, fuck that. I'm just gonna rush him. Stand right next to Thyra. And swing at him with the silver short sword, because fuck it.
Okay, sure.
10 plus... Where's my thingy? Short sword's what? Plus... That'd be plus
D6.
dex. Well, no, for hit. I'm sorry.
Oh
Yes,
yeah, no,
dex.
so you'd be so plus dex and then proficiency if you're proficient or otherwise.
Change beyond being weird. So yeah, plus 6, so that'd be 16 to hit.
16 hits. Yeah, he's
Okay.
not wearing a whole lot of armor. His chest in his tiger form is bare, and you can see the like orange yellow fur.
Okay. And then sneak attack because Thyra.
Mhm.
Yep.
Correct. Okay. That is total of 7 plus 4, so that'd be 11 damage.
Great, yeah, 11 damage. Nice.
Bonus action, disengage, maybe, possibly. How much more movement do I have? Fuck. Nope, never mind. That was all my movement. Never mind.
Okay, great.
Never mind. I'm staying here.
So Wade, it is your go.
Jokes.
Bonus action, hide.
I'm just gonna snap some fire into my hands and try to hit. That's a 14 plus 6, so 20.
20 hits,
And
yeah.
10 damage.
Yeah, as you conjure the mote of fire in your hands and thrust it forward, you hear the voice again go, "Whoa, yeah!" As this like small ball just goes hurling towards the creature. Yeah, you definitely hit him, and as the ball sort of like
That's the first spell hit.
hits him dead in the chest, you see the fur
Whoa,
start to singe a
congrats.
little bit, but he puts it out very quickly. 10
My life is
damage.
complete!
It's the first spell
I
attack.
Wade yells, "I did it, guys!" Probably
Good
too
for
loud.
you. Good for you, Wade.
Good
You
job.
say that
Wade.
shit. I
These
just closed my
things
roll
do work.
20.
Yeah, so you all watch Wade start to rejoice in the middle of this fight. So you have your bonus action and your movement now.
Yeah, I'm just gonna move over to the side. I accidentally closed roll 20 down by mistake in my excitement.
Okay, do you want me to put you behind this pillar on the right? So
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
out
Can I go to the left one?
yeah, you can go the one that Free is by.
I was free by that one.
Yeah.
Oh,
for that one.
okay. Sorry. Yeah, I'll go to the other side then. That's fine. To the right.
Sweet.
I'm
I don't
here
know
now.
if
I
you-
can just...
well,
Yeah, I'm here.
That's fine. Okay, so that's Wade's turn. Isabel, you are up.
Okay. I'm just checking something. I will. You know what? Yeah, I'll cast Armor of Agathis on myself.
Awesome.
Hog.
Yeah, everyone watches as Isabel concentrates for a moment. Go for
May
it.
I describe it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So just like this ooze sort of like comes out of like back the head and the back and her entire sort of spine and covers her entire body. It's that orangey red that it solidifies into a darker bloodish red, and the face is covered and it looks like almost like a skull with exaggerated sort of canines and sort
That's
of tusk like things. Yeah.
That's fucking badass.
Yep.
Ass.
And then she will move a little bit closer. She'll move. Yeah, we'll move behind this pillar here.
Okay, great. So is that your turn?
That is my turn. It's an action to cast that.
So Free, you are up.
Alright.
Also, Isabel's feeling a weird kinship with this guy. I just want to make that clear.
Okay.
Yeah, just like there's the very skinny sort of eater of people. Just like,
Mhm.
yeah, I get it. You know, I get it. I don't agree with it, but I get it.
Perfect. He's within 30 feet, so I'm going to cast Bane.
Ooh.
Awesome. Yeah. Is that a saving throw? I forget. It's a Wisdom save.
Must make a charisma saving throw.
It's Charisma.
Charisma.
Okay. Yeah, he definitely fails that.
Alright.
I want you guys to know I've rolled like 4 5-1s today.
Whoa.
Yeah! That's how we
D4.
do.
And subtract it from his attack and saving throws.
Awesome. So that is up to 1 minute. So you're concentrating on that for the next
And
6 turns.
concentration.
10 turns.
And
For
I'm
10
gonna
turns. I can't math.
Back up.
Awesome. Yeah, so that completes your turn. So Thyra, it is your turn.
Right, I'm going to attack him again with my hippie stick, recklessly,
Hit him with your hippie stick.
which will be 17 to hit.
17 hits.
Uh, 6 damage.
Nice.
Nothing is good.
Is there anything else you want to do on your turn?
Nope, that's gonna be it.
Okay, cool. So it is his turn. You watch him as he's been taking all these hits, and the last one that you just did, Thyra, which was actually kind of like a jab up in the bottom of the ribs, leads him to be kind of hurt. Like he's getting a little bit bloody and bruised here and there, and like little drops of red blood are starting to fill the floor around him. I can't do a tiger noise, but you watch as he sort of stares back at you and does like a very loud
Okay, no, that did not come out the way I want.
Sure, we'll say he does that. And as he does this, Wade,
Just
you
the
start to
chuffing.
hear from behind you
Wade.
there are another set of footsteps coming through.
Oh, shit.
That's technically his talking, so he still gets his attacks. So he's going to attack. Technically, I think Alakian did more damage. He's going to attack you, Alakian, first. So the first one is. Give me 1 second. Okay. The first one is a 10 to hit,
Nope.
and the second one is a 24 to hit.
Nah, no, yeah.
I think even minus a D4 it would help.
No, I don't think that one would help.
Nope.
So,
If I was a wizard with shield, it might. But
yeah, so you watch as he turns to you and goes to like lunge at you twice with his claws. The first one goes and like just scratches the air in front of you as you dodge back halfway, like leaning your shoulder to the back counter. And the other one actually gets you on the shoulder that is still like peering out. You feel like this intense pain as 3 tiger claws like rake their way across your chest and shoulder. It fucking hurts. But that's going to be his turn.
How much damage, if any?
9 damage.
9?
Yeah.
Oof.
Fucking hell. Alright.
That's going to be your turn now. You're up.
Okay. When Wade shot him with the crossbow bolt earlier, did it look like that did... Like, did it look like he
shit,
didn't
you're
feel
right.
anything?
That's not a silver crossbow bolt, so I know exactly which damage you did.
True.
As well. No, the crossbow bolt did not do any damage. That's my mistake.
Okay. No, you're good. I just, like, I had
You did
like,
a little
genuinely
bit.
was curious, because if so, I was just gonna back up and start putting shots.
No, it did not do any damage.
Okay.
I forgot about that.
Alright,
Wait,
well, I'm
hold
just
on.
going...
Question.
Yeah.
He hadn't turned into. Oh wait, he had turned into a were-tiger, right? Because he went before me.
No,
No,
not
you hadn't
whenever...
at that point.
But it doesn't
So
matter.
it doesn't matter though. Okay.
No.
I didn't know if maybe his human form was still.
It's- Yeah, it's still the creature type, so...
Okay.
But you do know.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Well, I'm just kind of trying and swing at him with a short sword again.
Yeah, go
Hook
for
him
it.
up.
Fucking hell. 15 plus, like, 6, so 21 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. Same thing as before. Max damage, so that was nice. 12 plus 4. And so, yeah, 16 damage.
Nice. Yeah, you watch as he takes a very, very large hit from you swinging the short sword towards him. If nothing else, you know the short sword works.
Plus sneak attack. He did a sneak attack.
Yeah, that's what it was. That was
Oh, okay.
so it was it was D6 plus D6 for sneak
Oh,
attack,
okay.
and then yeah. All right, and then I'm gonna bonus action disengage, and fucking. I'm gonna go over here. Should I go right here?
No worries. That's Lakin's turn, so Wade, it is your turn again.
Okay. You said I heard people coming in from behind us.
You did.
Okay.
You just
Gonna-
heard footsteps out in the hallway that you were in a little bit ago.
I'm gonna come to. Oh, I guess I wouldn't have a line of sight over there. Because I go around and then. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna come up around the table and up to here, and then I'm gonna shoot. I'll cast a magic missile over at
Awesome.
him.
Yeah, go for it.
So that's 6, 7, 10 damage. And I rolled an 8 on my wild magic, so I'm okay.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So as you conjure the familiar like large arcane circle, you watch as the smaller arcane bolts start whizzing towards him. They actually go like around the pillar in different ways, and they all impact him in the chest as he recoils from all of them. Yeah, took a big hit.
Yeah, I looked at Elkins. I think people are coming from the back,
I just nod.
and that'll be my turn.
Great. So Isabel, you are up.
This will peek around the corner. Actually, I'll move up here around, so I better shot at him without maybe hitting Thyra.
Okay.
And I will use Parasitic Arrow on him.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, that is a 21 hit, 15 plus 6.
That hits. Yeah, that does hit.
So I'm just going to check the damage. Okay. Where are my dice? That is 15 fire damage.
15 fire damage. Nice, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, as this like sickly orange-red arrow like pulses out from your fingertips, it like physically like goes straight through his sternum and out the back of him and starts to actually physically singe some of the counter behind him. It's almost like this orangey, acidic fire is starting to eat away at him. It looked like it hurt him pretty fucking bad.
Yeah.
So that's your turn. So Free, it's now your go again. I believe you might be muted.
No.
Oh, no. Sorry, I
you're
was
good.
mumbling.
That's fine.
I'm going to use Vicious Mockery.
Okay.
Ooh.
And
That's fun.
I'm just going to look at him and be like, come on, kitty, your claws aren't that sharp. And that's my insult. I'm not forgetting.
I thought that was good.
Just do what I did when I
And,
played Bard. Just say fuck you.
Wisdom
do it.
save.
Yeah, it is a wisdom saving throw. Look at that.
Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck
That's
you!
literally every time I say
13.
fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Just flip the
13
bird
fails.
off.
Great. So roll your damage.
2 psychic damage, and you have disadvantage on your next attack roll.
I do. So is there anything else you want to do on your
then-
turn?
Look ahead to Thyra and just be like, finish clipping those cat's claws, will you? And that'll be inspiration for her.
Great. Yeah, Thara, you feel the inspiration well up inside of you. Speaking of, it's your turn.
I'm going to attack the kitty recklessly again.
Mhm.
Pretty kitty.
$14. I'm gonna use my inspiration. That's a dirty 20.
Okay. Yeah, that hits.
Hee.
11
11 points of damage.
points of
Nice.
damage. And he will have disadvantage on me on his next turn.
Yes,
if he
he will.
attacks me his next turn.
Yeah, so you crack him with your staff, much in the same way that you had before. Yeah, your hippie stick is hurting him majorly. I don't know how do you want to hit him?
I'm gonna find one of the wounds that Alakian has already. I'm just gonna stab it and twist and yank up.
Ooh, that's nasty. Yeah, Alakian damaged the shoulder down to the sternum of the chest, and you physically jam your staff in and twist it, and it actually screams in pain. As you pull it outwards, the wound tears open more above the shoulder, and there's a spray of arterial blood as it comes out and coats some of your face. Great, fantastic.
Flowers start growing.
Oh, that's
from where I-
cool. Yeah,
Yes.
so it is now its turn. And it's going to attack you twice. So the first one is definitely not a hit. You rolled a 6. And the second one is a natural 20.
Minus
Minus
the
the
Which
D4.
minus the D4. Well, he's got a +5 to hit anyway, so it wouldn't matter.
Oh, never mind.
So,
I mean, it's still gonna hit, but it won't be a natural 20 anymore.
No, it's not how that.
no, I think it still is a
That's
natural
not how
20.
Bane works.
No, it doesn't cancel natural 20s. That's, they do get
That's
abilities
okay.
that do that, but that's not, this one. So,
That's grave clerics, I believe.
Yes.
Yes, grave clerics can
Ooh,
cancel.
nasty.
Mm-hmm.
Good
So,
old
yeah.
Caduceus.
Much in the same way that he slashed at Lakian, he slashed straight towards you and actually bounces off the armor, and instead of slashing you again, he goes and tries to dig his nails up inside your stomach. You take 11 points of piercing damage, which you're not raging, so you take all of it. As you feel his claws start to dig in and touch some organ in there.
Thank you, Dada.
As he pulls it out, you all hear from down in the southern part of the chamber as two things start to emerge. Let me grab them. I wish Roll20 was not so laggy when I'm streaming. As you see two other lycanthropes which are not were-tigers but regular werewolves, as they come in to flank from behind. But they use all their movement to get there, so they can't do anything.
How much damage did he do?
He did 11
11.
to you.
11.
Okay.
So yeah, that's his turn, and that's their turn. So, Alakian, you are up.
Okay. I'm going to charge up again. Heading right by Thyra this time. But again, gonna swing at him with that silver short sword.
Yep, go for it.
Fuck him up.
Fuck him up. That's cocked. 14 plus 6, so dirty 20 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Damn.
Okay. And then 2d6 again, because sneak attack. Almost max damage, 15.
15, nice. Okay. Yeah, as you cleave into him with the sword, he's starting to look real rough. He actually, like, falls to the ground a bit and starts clutching his stomach, where you have just recently opened a wound. Yeah, he looks really bad.
Hey there, kitty. How's it feel to be disemboweled, you little bitch? We're gonna disengage. I'm gonna disengage with that. I'm gonna disengage.
Run away.
I don't think you
I'm gonna
can
be
run
the
anymore.
real rogue and just disengage like a bitch.
If it's a bonus action, you can.
How much movement do you have?
I have 10 left because I used 20 to get there.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, you can do that.
So I'm gonna go right here.
Sure.
And then, yeah.
So Wade, it is your turn.
Do we want him live?
Nah.
All right, and I try to throw another fireball. Oh, babe, that's a 1.
That's a 1.
Yeah, so that doesn't work.
Yeah, you start to conjure the fireball, and as you go and throw it, as you go and throw it down, this is the cantrip, right, not the spell.
Yeah, the cantrip. Yeah.
Yeah, so as you go and throw it down, you actually overshoot, and you know when you feel really good about pitching a baseball, and it ends up going straight down on the floor in front of you? It's kind of what
Never
you do.
happened, but sure.
All right, well I guess it's me then.
It happened to us. Don't worry.
Damn, way to expose me, dude.
I played
Yeah.
right outfielder in baseball as a kid. That's where you go when you shit at baseball.
That's basically what happens to you right now, Wade. As like the ground, like maybe 10 feet in front of you, just starts to singe a little bit and fade. Yeah, your fireball does not do anything.
Somewhere in the world is a baseball dad who's very mad.
Yeah. So anything else you want to do on your turn?
No, that's fine. That's it.
Cool. So Isabel, it is your go.
I will move up closer and then cast Eldritch Blast.
Sure, you're going for a close range Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, a little bit closer. That is a 17 to hit.
17 hits. Go roll damage.
Yay! Where did I put my D10? Ah, put it up here for some reason.
I really need to learn how to actually keep my
That's
dice
10
inside the
damage.
box.
10 damage. How you want to do this?
I will.
Fuck yes.
I will continue.
Jesus.
I'll like halfway through the run. I'll have thrown the Eldritch Blast, then continued the run, and after he's dead, just leap, kind of as he's falling down, kind of leap on him, and then just start digging into the neck.
Sure, yeah. So, as you, like, peer around from the corner, you go ahead and, like, do a full-on sprint towards him. As you're running, you conjure this ball of organic, spiky matter, and go and, like, physically chuck it as hard as you can, mid-run. It lands just, like, under the neck, and, like, you watch his spikes just sort of pierce the bottom of the jaw, and all around. As he starts to fall backwards, you keep running and just jump and, kind of, like, tackle him backwards to the ground.
I ride his corpse to the ground and start eating it.
Pretty much, and you start trying to dig in.
Keeping in mind, we still got 2 werewolves behind us.
Oh, she doesn't care at this point.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying, like.
She has her food.
Awesome.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, as you do this, he starts to revert back to his human form. So Free, you are up.
Can I use my free action to like turn around and look at the werewolves and just be like, leader's not so tough. How well you think you're gonna fare? Like, not try to intimidate, because I mean obviously I can't, but still just.
You will be able to do that on your turn.
Damn it. Okay.
Just shit talk him. Fuck you.
Just shit talking. Fuck you.
My friend's eating your boss. What of it?
Okay,
I love that image.
move.
Oh god.
Okay. I'll move up and I will recast Bane, but this time on these two.
Okay, so it's charisma for both of them.
Yes.
11. Okay. That's a 10 and an 11.
Both fail.
Both fail. Shit. Cool. Anything else that you want to do on your turn?
There. I'm just gonna skedaddle this way.
Cool. Fantastic. So Thyra, it is your go.
Gonna double move. That'll get me right up here. And I would like to bonus action raid.
Sure, yeah. So you feel the anger well up inside of you towards these two approaching werewolves. And you like look down at them and snarl in your amber-colored eyes. Okay, that is your turn. Now it is their turn. So one of them is going to move up to Free, risking an attack of opportunity if you want to take it.
I do. 14 plus 6 is 20.
Yep, that hits.
We've gotten that roll so many times tonight. I think I've rolled that twice.
I've rolled it, I think,
7
twice.
damage.
7 damage, nice. Yeah, as it runs past you, you actually go and like strike at its legs and start to trip it up a little bit. It does trip, but keeps going and moving forward towards Free. It's going to make 2 attacks on you, Free. One with its bite and one with its claws. So the bite is well, it would be a 16 minus the d4. It's a 15 to hit.
It still hit.
Still hits. So you take... you take 7 damage, and I would like for you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Oh god, dude, without a potion.
Yup.
13?
13. You feel the poison start to seep into your bloodstream, but it does not take effect. You just hit the DC.
Oh.
And the claws attack is going to be a 10 to hit.
That misses.
Yeah, so you watch as it latches onto your arm as you like hold it up. It actually gets most of the elbow and some ways down the top of the forearm. And as it pulls back, there is like this sickly greenish ooze that starts to pour out of it. Doesn't get into your bloodstream, but hurts. The one against you, Thyra, is going to do the same thing. One with bite, which it gets advantage on, right? Because you're raging.
No, I didn't recklessly hit it, so it doesn't get advantage. It's just a straight blow.
Okay, well then that's going to be a 2.
That explains the ask for the advantage.
Yup.
I was like, maybe. And the second one is a 15 to hit with its claws.
That's gonna hit.
Fantastic. So you take 6 damage from its claws, which is slashing, would reduce to half to 3. As it tries to slash at your shoulder, it does damage, but it doesn't go as deep as you would think. And that is going to be its turn. So next up is Lakian.
Bane is also dropped. I failed a con save.
Okay, cool. So no Bane anymore.
No more Bane.
So your
Okay.
turn.
I'm gonna run up to the one that's by Free
Mm-hmm.
and short sword again. Swing at the fucker.
Yep, go for it.
21 to hit.
21 hits.
Okay. What is a 9 plus 4, so it's 13 damage.
13 damage. Okay, so... Yeah, you watch as it takes a significant cut to its chest. You actually, like, lacerate some of the pectoral, and it starts to, like, physically droop off. Yeah, nasty hit.
I'm just gonna look over at Free and like, I could use a little bit of that Bard lovin', if you know what I mean. And then, yeah.
And that's your turn, I assume, unless you want to do anything else.
No, that's it.
Okay, Wade, your go.
All right, Wade's gonna move down yonder. I think that's what I marked out. And he's gonna see the one near Thyra and magic missile.
Nice.
Please don't hit me.
That's
Magic missile can't, man. Technically speaking.
I don't know.
Yeah.
This is Wade.
11.
11 damage?
The reason I took magic missile is just for that reason. Yes, 11 damage.
Because it cannot miss.
Yeah,
Right.
you watch as these arcane bolts like swirl inwards, and some actually clock it on the side of the head, as it like has to duck down to try and avoid them, but doesn't. And yeah, it's just like a pelting of small arcane explosions all up in its face.
Chris, I don't like that look on your face.
Oh, it was so close. I rolled a 2.
Oh, fuck!
I'm waiting, dude. One of these days is gonna happen.
I'm waiting for it too.
You're gonna when it does happen, you're gonna release a Tarask.
Oh god.
I also just want to check something really quick.
Well, we found our new god. Knew that will stop it from eating us.
I'm trying to figure out if I can use my sorcery points on a bonus action or if it's a regular action.
I think it depends on the spell, right?
I don't think so. Huh. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong feature, I think. Is that why? No, go ahead. I'll figure it out.
All right, so Isabel, it's your turn, and free
Yeah.
on deck.
Yeah, I am currently munching on a corpse. I will stop munching. Stand up. We'll move in front of the body. Sort of in front of it like this is mine. And I will throw a... I'll throw a Eldritch Blast at that werewolf at the bottom.
Okay, go for
Via
it.
Thyra. Yeah, not bad. 22 to hit.
22 hits.
And only 6 damage.
6 damage. Nice.
Hey, Grizz, did you find your answer, by the way?
Yeah, it's a bonus action.
Mhm.
Can I just say that I, on my bonus action, had converted 2 sorcery points to a first level spell?
Yeah, that's totally fine. You said you were going to do that anyway, so I'm
Cool.
totally down with that. Yeah, Isabel, as you go and throw the Eldritch Blast at it, it feels stronger than it normally is from you freshly feasting on this thing. And as it connects, it doesn't do any more damage, but you feel more invigorated and full when you throw it along. Great, so Free, it's your turn. Thyra, you're on deck.
Okay. How hurt is the wolf in front of her looking?
They're both looking around the same. They're physically, like, you can notice that they're wounded, but they're not, they're not looking exceptionally dead.
Exceptionally dead.
I had a plan, but Alakian just totally ruined it.
What did I do?
He got into my space.
Get out of my
Oh,
space, Alakian.
wow.
Personal space, man.
Okay.
Poor Alakian.
Took the first hit of the fight. did a shit ton of damage every fucking turn.
Doesn't matter. You got under space, man. Fuck you.
It's fine. It's fine.
Is it an... Forgive me, I don't know. Is it an action to disengage for regular people?
Yeah.
Or is that...
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah, it's an
well
action.
then that's what she's gonna do.
Okay.
And then she's bailing.
I'm out.
Sure. Anything you want to do with your bonus action?
I guess Elakian can have a little inspiration. As she leaves, she's like, "You can handle this," and just goes.
Just leaves. I love it.
Just leaves.
Yeah, you feel
Okay.
somewhat inspired by her dipping out. It almost makes you feel like you could do the same if you wanted to. And yeah, that is Free's turn. So Thyra, you are up.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna recklessly attack the werewolf in front of me with my hippie stick.
Go for it.
12 plus 6, 18.
18 hits. And the only person who's missed
11
today is Wade.
damage.
11 damage, sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so as you go and it is like still like sort of down from the magic missiles that Wade had pelted at it before. As you go and bring your hippie stick upwards in a circular motion, it cracks it on the bottom of the jaw, and its bottom jaw hits the top jaw kind of hard, and you see teeth start to actually physically protrude out of the lips.
Oh.
Is there anything else that you want to do on your turn?
Nope.
Sweet. So it is now their turn. So Elakian, we'll do that one first. It's going to hit you with a bite first,
Mm-hmm.
which is a 16 to hit.
Yep. Just hits.
So-
I was thinking like, do you still have bane? And I was like, wait. She said that.
no,
she lost
no
house.
bane anymore.
Never mind.
So you take 5 damage
Instant.
from the bite as it like sinks into the side of your stomach,
Fuck.
and I would like you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Yep. Fuck. Natural one.
Oh.
Yeah, you feel the familiar
Again.
greenish ichor
Yep.
start to enter your bloodstream. And as it pulls back, it goes to swipe its claws at you and does not hit because it rolled 5, so it's 9 damage or 9 total
Yeah.
to roll.
Nope.
Thyra, the one against you, as it's a multi-attack, as an action, it's going to get both attacks with advantage.
Mm-hmm.
So the first one is with bite. That will be a 17 to hit.
That'll hit.
So you take 7 points of piercing damage, reduced to 3. And I would like you to make a Constitution saving throw.
— 16.
16, yeah. Whereas you can see Elakian is starting to look a little bit green. You physically like flex your muscles and a little bit of green starts to spurt out of the wound that you just took. Its next attack with the claws, it rolled a 1 and a 13, so that's 17 to hit again.
17's gonna hit.
And you take 7 points of slashing damage. As it just tries to like deepen the wound that it just gave you with its bite, with its claws, and tries to like lacerate the little small puncture marks. It hurts, but that's 7 reduced to 3 again.
Alright.
Because of slashing. Cool. So that's their turn. Elakian, you are up.
Just gonna stare the werewolf in the eyes that's in front of me, just like, fucking hurt, you son of a bitch, and then just again slash at him. The fucking short sword.
Yep. So go roll your attack.
17 plus 6, so that's 23.
That hits.
Okay. I don't get sneak attack because I left in the dust. But that's still 10 damage.
Yeah. It as you go and slash it, it's starting to look real hurt. by your attacks.
I'm gonna bonus action disengage and where do I want to go here? Yeah, I'm gonna go stand by Isabel.
Okay. So that's your turn, Lakin. Wade, your turn.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to see where I could get an angle on it from. I don't know. I'm just gonna keep shooting at the one down here. I'm gonna go ahead and conjure up another fireball there.
Mm-hmm.
Try and toss it down by Thyra's. Let's see. Okay, that's a 2, so 9. Does 9 hit?
9 just barely misses. Only by 3. You watch as the mote of fire like physically goes straight past Thyra's neck, and Thyra, you feel like a burning sensation go straight past you as it just threads in between the two of them. Doesn't
Like,
quite hit,
what?
but it's close.
Why do I keep trying that?
Yeah. So do you want to move at all?
Yeah, you know what? I will. I feel like that's a smart idea. I'll move up and around this pillar over here.
Okay, great. Isabel, your turn. Free, you're on deck.
I will move down a little bit, down 15 feet, and throw another Eldritch Blast at the one attacking Thyra, because I can't really see the other one very well.
Yep.
That is an 18 to hit,
18 hits.
and only 4 damage.
4 damage. Still a significant hit. It is also now looking pretty fucking wounded. Yeah, as you just add to the protruding teeth in its jaw, you add certain more spikes that just point the other way. Yeah, it's nasty. So, do you want to do anything else with your turn?
No, I'll stay there.
Sweet. So, Free, you are up.
Right. Is the one over here oops, wrong button. Gets a vicious mockery.
So
I'm
that's
just gonna look at it. It's
Wisdom
I already forgot.
Wisdom
Wisdom
save.
save.
Mm-hmm.
It rolled a natural
Just gonna
20.
tell it has some really bad dog breath. Aw. Nothing happens then.
Yeah, so you unleash your insult, and it sort of just turns its head to you, and you feel like you've got its attention, but yeah, it doesn't do any damage. Is there anything else that you want to do?
Let's go back over this way. And yeah, I'm just gonna hide back there.
Okay, sweet.
For the time being.
So Thyra, it is your turn.
I'm going to hit the guy in front of me with my hippie stick. Regular, but I'm going to use my inspiration, which will give me advantage.
Nice.
Which will be a natural
No.
18 plus 6.
Yeah, hits. Absolutely.
9 damage.
9 damage. Yeah, as you whack it with your stick, it is looking real bad. There are like cuts and welts all over it from you beating the shit out of it. Yeah, it's fucking hurt. But it's
It
still
doesn't matter.
standing.
It's in the past.
Is there anything else that you want to do?
That'll be it.
Grand, so it's their
That is all I
turn.
can do.
So the one next
A
to you
plus
is
life.
gonna attack you twice.
Mhm.
First with the bite, which is a 12 to hit.
Not gonna hit.
And you weren't reckless, so it doesn't get advantage. And the second one with the claws is another 12 to hit.
Not gonna hit.
If you had stopped playing with my dice, I swear to God. Yeah, you watch as it goes to bite you, you just duck out of the way quickly, and you feel like your ear get coated in a little bit of spittle, which does not impact. And as it goes to slash at you, it just rakes across your armor, not doing any damage. The other one is I believe you are in range, Isabel.
Probably.
You are. It's going to run up to you and it's going to attack you twice. One with the bite, one with the claws.
Ooh.
So the bite is a 7.
That misses.
And the claws is a 16.
That hits.
Nice. So it deals... You know what? Damn cat knocked off my d4 and I don't know where it is. Let me get out my other step. So you take 6 points of slashing damage as the claws start to rake across your armor.
And it takes 5 points of cold damage from Armor Bagathus. Yep. So yeah, like little tentacles sort of like come out of the armor and like latch onto the arm and draw heat from it.
Yeah, as it goes to pull away, the tentacles do leave like gashes in the fur that sort of rake down its arm. Yeah, nasty. It is also starting to look pretty bad. So, next up is Alekian.
Charge up to this fucker again. I didn't forget what you did to me, you fuck. And then, again. Hit him again. Or try to, at least.
Buddy.
That's a dirty 20. Again.
Yeah, it hits.
Sneak attack this time. It's 9 damage total.
9. Sweet. Yeah, as you carve across it, you actually, like, chop off part of its ear and it starts to droop down. It is on death's door. From what you can see.
Bonus action disengage.
You can.
Bye
And-
again.
Bye! So,
Bye, okay.
he's 10. I'm gonna go back here. Alright, I can do that because I was here, so that's 10, and then, yeah, okay. I'm gonna stand back here by the boss man.
Great. Wade, you're up.
Okay. Wade is visibly frustrated. He's like yelling at himself, "Come on, Wade, why can't you ever do this right?" And he activates his Tides of Chaos unknowingly, which gives me advantage on a roll, but at some point, the DM can choose to make me roll on the wild search table whenever you want.
Okay.
Before my next long rest, I believe.
Sure.
Okay. 14. So a dirty 20
Hits, yeah.
for 1 damage.
1 damage.
1 damage.
Wow.
How do you want to do this?
What are you casting?
Firebolt.
Okay, yeah. You walk up and like you feel like kind of like good about yourself now. Like you've bumped yourself up. You go and chuck the fireball. It just turns and stares at you. It wasn't that low.
Put my hands up and take like a step back.
Oh my god.
Yeah. It
You
Yeah.
fucking altered reality itself and gave it a 2nd degree to burn.
That's a 1st degree burn. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, fair
That's-
enough.
That's my turn unless you want to make me roll on the table.
You know what? Go for it. Let's do it now.
Alright.
Because you did just cast a spell.
Sure. D100, correct?
Yes.
Oh boy. It's a 13.
Do you have the table up with you?
I don't, but I can try to find it.
Let's have a look.
Are you just using the one in the player's handbook, or do you
Yeah,
have...
I'm going to use the regular one.
Please
So-
not a fireball. Please not a fireball.
13.
Cast confusion centered on yourself.
Okay.
Oh no.
Let me
God.
just double check to see
He's
what the
already
spell does.
confused.
This spell assault and twists creatures' minds, spawning delusions and provoking uncontrolled action. Each creature in a 10-foot radius sphere centered on a point you choose within range must succeed on a wisdom saving throw when you cast this spell or be affected by it.
Hey, the werewolf's
The
technically
werewolf,
affected.
the
Reactions?
werewolf is in.
So you
An
and
affected
Werewolf
target
will
can't
both
take
roll.
reactions and must roll a d10 at the start of its turn to determine its behavior for that turn. And then there's a thing for the d10.
It is a wisdom saving throw. What's your spell save? Didn't matter. I rolled natural 20.
So
Damn
can
it.
I roll for the wisdom save then, since...
Yeah, you can roll too.
I think so.
All right. That's a 3. I'm fucking confused.
Okay.
I'm
I'll remember
confused
that.
as shit.
What just happened?
Okay, so
How'd
that
I get
is
in the middle
Wade's
of the
turn.
room?
Isabel,
I
it's your
have
turn.
the confusion table pulled up. So
Why
if
would Daniel
if
be
it makes it
down
another
here?
turn,
Yeah,
I
like, just walk- I'm just
will.
Who's the meme of again? Where he walks in, he's all confused. Fuck. What's his
Sure.
oh,
name?
I know what you're talking about.
Just walks in, he's like,
Hello. Sorry, disconnected there for a second. I will use Toll the Dead on the werewolf next to me.
Go for it.
Yeah, that is a saving throw. Let me check what it is. Wisdom saving throw.
That's 12.
14. So,
Okay, so go roll your damage.
all right.
it's Travolta.
What? Oh,
I
missed
know
that.
The
what she
meme I
is.
was trying to think of.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did
That
not remember
is
who it was.
10
The
necrotic
password.
damage.
10 necrotic?
Yeah.
Yeah, as you go and, like, physically screech at it, you watch as the force from your screech, almost Black Canary style, starts to, like, turn away the flesh. And when you are done, it, like, turns and stares at you before just falling straight down.
I would like to say that I grabbed it like by its sides of its face and screamed into its face.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Just
is
getting a
now...
little feral.
It is now dead. So that's that one, and then next up is Free's turn.
I would do my impersonation of Black Canary, but there's people sleeping in my house, so I won't do that.
Scree. There we go.
Scream!
There. Another vicious mockery on the one by the door.
Sure. So
It's
it
just a fucking
is
roast. It's a
a
roast
Yeah.
of the lycanthropes. Comedy Central presents.
So roll your damage.
The roast of werewolves.
The roast of shitty lycanthrope boys.
3 psychic damage.
Nice. Yeah. You what do you say to it as an insult?
Fuck you.
Fuck you!
I just look at it and be like, this is the worst smelling wet dog I've ever seen.
Yeah.
But you
As
have
you lace your words with magic, you start to feel them sift towards your target and take effect as it like puts its head down with a pain around its ears and its brain. It turns back at you like almost confused.
I was legit hoping that was gonna be what killed
I
it.
was so just like, you know what? And like grabs the
I-
staff and just goes.
So we actually. So I'll tell you guys after. I'll tell you guys after the session's over.
Okay, so that is your turn. Free Thyra, it's your go.
I'm going to get him with my hippie stick again.
Get him with your
Regular.
heavy stick.
A 10.
10 does not hit.
Yeah, it's not gonna hit.
It's close though. Anything else that you want to do on your turn?
Nope, that's all I can do.
I'm so happy that someone missed. Okay, it is going to attack
Other
you.
than me?
Same thing again. Well, yeah.
Other than Wade.
So the bite is
You hit.
21 to hit.
It's gonna hit.
It does 3 piercing damage, and I would like you to make a Constitution saving throw.
How you doing for health there, Thyra? I'm getting worried.
I'm getting down there. That is a dirty 20.
So yeah, you definitely succeed. And the claws are a 14 to hit.
That is not gonna hit.
Fair enough. So yeah,
no, it's not gonna hit.
as it bites onto you and like latches straight into the neck and like the top of the shoulder, much in the same way that it did with Mazor, it again tries to seep its lycanthropic poison into you, but you are just so angry and so determined that it does not hold any effect on you. And as it goes to dig its claws into your stomach again, you actually physically catch the hand and push it back. That's its turn. So Alakian, you're up.
I'm gonna bonus action dash so I can get right up into this fucking thing's face. Like, see what I did to your friend over there? Yeah, fuck him. And then again, attack.
Fucking douchebag.
For you fucking douchebag. That is 18 plus 6
hits.
of 24 to hit.
Definitely hits.
Kill it.
That is 14 damage.
Oh, yes.
How do you want to do this?
Yeah!
So, Phil. So what I want to do is, I'm just gonna grab its face, like one hand behind the back of his head, grab it, stare him right in the eyes, just be like, "Hey, bud, fuck you," and then just jab the short sword up like under his rib cage, like directly into his heart, if possible.
Yeah, so you
Like-
grab the back of its neck and you can smell like the stench of like hot breath straight on your face, as it is still like sort of wounded and clutching at its wounds. You like push it down onto your sword instead of the other way around, and you feel it start to slowly penetrate the skin and organs, etc., until it gets to the heart. And as you pull it back as hard as you can, there is like a spray of blood behind you. It falls to the ground dead.
I like he just stands there, just panting, like, "Oh, that felt fucking good." And then I'll turn around and like, yeah, I'll just turn around, kind of look at the people behind me, like, "Who the fuck are you guys?" God, I can't decide on a fucking accent right now. I've gone through like 5.
You know what? On that cliffhanger, we're gonna end there.
Yeah!
Before we do that,
Sure.
Shoot.
I'm gonna turn. I'm gonna
Stop.
pull my
Oh, no!
my staff, and I'm going to attack Aleki and recklessly.
Wait, it's my turn next, anyways.
That is true. So wait, if you want to do anything, go ahead.
Yeah. I'm looking around. Whoa, hey, Kev, that's great. You got your body back. And then I'm just gonna sit on the ground because I'm all dizzy.
Wait, actually, I want
I
you
hear
to
that?
roll a d10
Did
for
I
me.
hear that?
I
Roll a
think you probably
D20.
all did.
11.
On a d10?
Oh, I thought you
You
said,
said
D20.
D20, but yeah, it's a D10.
I had rolled it. I don't remember what I got though, so I'll re-roll.
And then
3.
afterwards...
3, so that makes sense for what I
Okay, yeah, perfect.
did.
And
I
then
just said-
roll a wisdom saving throw to see if you can crack out of it.
snap out of
Snap
it
out
after
of
that. I just rolled a 1.
Yeah, you you fall on your ass. And that's what you
Yeah,
do.
that's my turn.
Lovely.
And then I guess Freeze before me, so she can go.
And me, and Isabel.
Yeah, and
Mhm.
Isabel.
I have a question, Equa.
Okay.
Would this level us up to level 3, or am I...
It would, but we'll do it after this combat is done.
Okay. Can I reveal? Can you let me do that?
If
It's
you
up
want
to you.
If you want to, we'll do it.
Sure. Yeah. The armor fades away. She kind of falls to her knees and grips her head as the ooze returns and covers the lower half of her face, her chest and her arms, and then it just splits open as this giant maw of teeth, and this long tongue lashes out, and then this voice just goes, "Let chaos reign," and I will fucking leap onto that last lycanthrope and use Devour.
Yeah, so you will watch
Also-
as Isabel like physically moves at a alarming pace, and like the jaw of the monster that she is now opens much in the same way that a snake's does, like wider than it should, and she starts to engulf the creature as much as possible.
She's Venom now.
Essentially, yeah.
Yes, basically.
It's a similar aesthetic.
Damn.
I'll send a picture. I have a picture of the thing. This is the
It's
one
an
that
awesome
we're gonna
picture.
Yeah, I sent it to that.
This is terrifying.
Yeah.
So, then Free, that would be your turn.
We're all
Free
mad
would
here.
See that, and just go towards Wade, and then try and like drag him away from whatever the fuck's happening over there.
Yeah, you can drag him 15 feet away. Because that's half your movement.
Just like this way in general.
And then we go
Push
back
him
to
under the table,
Thyra.
I don't care.
Something's
Yep.
happening on the turn after combat.
Yeah. And to those in chat, I will
Natural
post a
20.
picture, too. Oh no!
Oh no!
Yeah, so roll your damage.
Ella Kane, no.
8, 11, 15, 23 damage.
Oof.
I mean, I'm knocked unconscious. Doesn't kill me because it wasn't like fucking 34 damage. So
Yeah, I don't think there even needs to
But
be
yeah.
a thing. Yeah, you all watch as Thyra just turns to Alakian and fucking cracks him across the top of the head with her staff. He just hits the ground with all of his body weight. He
before,
is
like,
unconscious.
as that impacts, and before I fall, you all just hear me be like, "That was a nice hit," and then I fall.
And cut.
Yeah, I think we'll cut there. Because I don't want to keep you guys any longer than you have to be here. I know some of you have to go and do stuff. Let me
some
find a
stuff.
token for unconsciousness. We'll do that. That'll do. So yeah, we'll pick up there next time. What we'll do is in the intermediary we'll roll for HP and level ourselves up, but we don't have to do that immediately. We have a week. Next week, Grizz will not be here. So we'll decide on whether we...
Wade is unconscious. Maybe. I don't know.
He's still confused.
He's still
We'll decide on what we do with him for next
The
week.
natural one was so bad that he just is confused for days.
But that's what we'll do. So we'll end the stream there. So thank you everyone for watching. We'll come back next week minus a Grizz. And yeah, we'll
Sweet
see
baby
how
boy.
all of this magic that's happening right now will unfold. I'm going to keep the turn order, so it was just Thyra's turn.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to remember that. And yeah, that's where we'll come back next time, just under Alakian rolling a death saving throw. So that's what we'll do, so we hope to see you then. And yeah, if anyone has any parting words that they want to say, go ahead and feel free to do so now.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
Thanks for
Good
watching.
night, everybody.
We'll post the picture that I sent to the group onto the Twitter. And
Yeah.
special thanks to Weird Canary for drawing it. She's awesome. Go
We're
check her work out.
Canary!
Yay!
Good night to all the moms, dads, brothers, and sisters out there.
Bye, Dido's mom.
So good night to everyone.
Good night to all.
Goodbye,
That's all.
everybody.
And so all a good night or whatever.